is at 6 o'clock hour from 6 to 10. Bible study class every evening from 6 to 10. Right here. Hold on, every evening from 6 to 10, people. Da-da-da-da. All right, people, welcome everybody to another edition of the ISBC Bible study class every evening, right here from 6 to 10, from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 o'clock. Make sure you guys tap on them like buttons, people. Tap on those like buttons. Get us in those algorithms. Tap on them thumbs up. Thumbs up buttons, people. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, people. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. If you want to call in to the phone line, the telephone line is 978-890-8900. That's 978-890-8900. That is the telephone number to the that's the telephone number to call in. That's 978-890-8900, and the access code is 365-310 That's 365-310 Let's see what else we got here, people. Let's see what else we got. Tonight's class, as you know, we got Brother Ronaldo Page with Prophecy in the News. He's gonna tell you about all what's going on with the war, with the Russian missiles to Ukraine, with the war going down in Venezuela, with the food stamps and such things of that nature. Brother Ronaldo Page is gonna come forth and bring you that information tonight in the Bible study class. And we're going to give you the lesson tonight as well. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys tap on them like buttons, people. Hit those subscribe buttons, people. Give me 1 second. Gotta do something. Give me a second, people. 1 minute. Be right back. people. All right, welcome everybody. Like I said, welcome everybody to another edition of the 6 to 10 Bible study broadcast every night from 6 to 10. Your same Bible study class starts at 8 o'clock. If you're new to this channel, you just stumble across the channel, this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bells. Hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bells. Don't forget, as you guys tuning in here, make sure you guys tap on that like button, people. Tap on those thumbs up buttons, tap on those like buttons. Get us in the algorithms. What else we got? The like button. If you want to call.
Jefferson and a motherfucking he can see.
Oh, Brother Jefferson, kind of early, Brother Jeff.
Mike, you there, Mike?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep.
You can hear me?
That nigga live on you. Yeah, you clearly.
Okay. All right, you kind of early there. You kind of early there, Brother Jeff.
Yeah, I called it early yesterday too. I thought it was.
That's good. The early bird catches the worm.
Yeah, I'm calling it.
That's good.
Early, but this don't go early. Early. The book and change is shalom, co-host. One comment. Big for one thing.
All praises. Make sure you guys tap on them like buttons, people. Tap on those like buttons. Oh, Brother Jefferson, did you know that a certain member of a certain Hebrew Israelite camp from Philadelphia saved Umar Johnson's daughter's life?
Wait, they think of Umar Johnson's daughter, right?
They saved Umar Johnson's daughter's life.
Wow.
Because Umar Johnson tried to sacrifice his daughter.
What
The
how you know that?
The captain, you know what I'm saying, had the member on on his show yesterday, and he told the whole thing how she came because he was working at security at some business in Philadelphia, and she came to him and said, "Please help me, call 911. Someone's trying to kill me." You there?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
If the captain, you know what kind of saved her life.
Yeah. The oldest one.
That nigga like, oh my God, his daughter was talking a whole lot. Oh my God, got tight. He was getting mad. That couple months, she was on her roll.
The 23-year-old.
That's what cut him off.
Yeah, the 20.
Why you told him to cut him off? Because his daughter broke the damn oath.
Yeah, the 23-year-old.
Wow. You gotta salute. You know, he's a damn, he's a satanic comeback too, but.
Yeah, it's the last night show. It's the last night show.
Wow, you gotta salute Captain. You gotta salute him.
Yeah, I did already. I did a broadcast earlier this morning.
That's a damn shame. You gonna start with your own daughter.
Yeah, Umar Johnson was trying to sacrifice his own daughter.
All because he exposed him the type of dude he is. She'll get a lot of brothers too. She better get into a camp.
Yeah, that's what she better do. That's what she better do. She better.
She felt from Mauricia spirit, because he was going to put Mauricia spirit on her. She better get into a camp right now.
Yeah, she better lock into a camp. That's her best bet. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that brother that's in that other camp speak to her and school her and told her what's up.
So that I hope you know you looking on damn clickbait, to get in. Like you don't use no clickbait. Do it privately. Don't do it publicly. Do it privately. You get what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
Ain't no niggas do things for clickbait, attention. I hope you don't go on no Adam 22 and come. No, none of that. You trying to brag. Oh, trying to diss Omar. No, no, no. That ain't that how. Do it privately. Then publicly, then you could talk about it
Soon
publicly.
as her
Show respect.
soon as her phone was cause she asked cause she couldn't get the cause her phone was dead, so she asked the brother uh for a charger so that she can call 911. um so uh so she got so the brother gave her his charger, and he plugged up the charger. As soon as her phone got a little bit of juice to it, you know what I'm saying? When she turned it on, you know what I'm saying, she immediately called 911, and the brother was standing right there while she was talking to 911. Tell her, yeah.
Yeah. And the league is trying to come after them. Yeah, that's all from BS right there.
Umar Johnson trying to come up. He said, you know what I'm saying, it's only so long.
She exposed her. Can you notice that when she exposed him like 5 months ago, like early in the year, or last year, exposed him and all that stuff. Everybody don't get not getting no donation no more. He not getting nothing and all that. He started going wild and start, yeah. But niggas, y'all niggas are stupid too. Y'all need to get that man much open school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He don't have no school. I did a whole report on him earlier. He don't have no school. That man don't owe nothing.
Or nothing but repairing that thing. A good game. He called a good game.
That's all he is, a motivational speaker.
Yeah. Come on, man. All that nonsense. That thing is crazy. That thing is crazy right now.
That's right. That's right.
That's crazy. Not these two, man. You stay home. Everybody look at it. They start pulling this damn Christmas commercial.
Oh, they gotta promote their Christmas stuff. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's the sales. That's their biggest. That's they.
Thanksgiving is like 2 weeks away. Thanksgiving is 2 weeks away.
They gotta get you in the spirit. They gotta get you in the spirit of Christmas so that you can, you know what I'm saying, buy all this junk products and services. Yeah, people. Tonight's Bible study class is going to be on entangling yourselves in these days and times. You know what I'm saying? When you are connected to somebody, if you're righteous and you're connected to somebody who's unrighteous, well, that is somebody you ain't going to want to be around in the days coming forth. If you're somebody righteous and you are clinging to or you're connected to somebody that's unrighteous, well, time to let them go. Because you don't want to be connected to somebody that's unrighteous in the times to come. I'm going to give you an example. Um, Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 16. Oh, no,
According to the King James
Alexa,
Bible.
stop. Alexa, that's not it. Isaiah 3 verse. I'm gonna try verse. Let me see. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 14.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:14 reads, "The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people, and the princes thereof, for ye have eaten up the vineyard, the spoil of the poor is in your houses."
Oh, Lord, Lord. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 1. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 1.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:1 reads, "For, behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water."
Do you see? And the sad thing about it is our people, you know what I'm saying, is so wicked that they can't even see that the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water is being pulled right from under their feet. Our people are so wicked that they can't even see the the door is just slowly closing in on them. They can't even see it. They can't even see that the famine is here. They can't even see that the whole. This is what the Most High God said. And what is going to go down. And our people better wake up. Because I tell you what, one people that I am not going to be associated with, you know what I'm saying, in these days and times, is somebody who is floating out of the left hand side. You see what I did to Q-Tip? You know what I'm saying? That's I told Q-Tip, until you get your mind right, you know what I'm saying, you stay right there and I'll stay right here. Because you don't want to be around nobody that is a wicked or indulge in wickedness in these days and times. Because you're going to be a victim right along with them. Whatever judgment that comes on them is going to come on to you. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 1.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:1 reads, "For, behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water."
Yeah. He's going to make it harder and harder for you to even survive as far as eating. Survive as far as drinking. You want to be wicked, he said he's going to make it hard for you. It's going to be hard in these streets, people. It's going to be hard in these streets. Thus say the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 2.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:2 reads, "The mighty man, and the man of war, the judge, and the prophet, and the prudent, and the ancient."
Yeah. The Creflo Dollars, that's the prophet. The mighty men, those that, you know what I'm saying, your Mike Tysons, and you know what I'm saying, those that you consider to be rough and tough with the Afro puffs. Let's read that again. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 2. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 2.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:2 reads, "The mighty man, and the man of war, the judge, and the prophet, and the prudent, and the ancient."
The mighty man, the man of war, the prudent, and the ancient, that's the elderly. Alexa, give me the definition of prudent.
The adjective prudent is usually defined as wise or judicious in practical affairs, sagacious, discreet or circumspect, sober. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for prudent.
Alexa, give me more definition for prudent. Alexa, give me more definition for prudent.
I have one more definition for the adjective, prudent: careful in providing for the future, provident.
What? Careful in providing for the future. So all of them that, you know what I'm saying, think they gonna stack up. Oh, we can do. All we can do gotta do is stack up our bread. We gotta get our bread. All them who think that they smart, they done outsmarted the tribulation. All of them that think that they outsmarted the tribulation. The Lord said, what did he say? Alexa, Isaiah 3 verse 1. What did the Lord say? Alexa, Isaiah 3 verse 1.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:1 reads, "For, behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water."
The whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. Jerusalem. Who is Jerusalem? That's every last one of you Israelites. The Lord said He is going to take away from the Israelites the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. And who is He going to do this to? Let's see. Alexa, Isaiah 3 verse 2.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:2 reads, "The mighty man, and the man of war, the judge, and the prophet, and the prudent, and the ancient."
All of them wicked who claim to be, you know what I'm saying, righteous. You know, your guerrilla Hebrews. You know what I'm saying, your leaders. Your Reverend Jesse Jacksasses. So forth and so forth. Alexa, Isaiah 3 verse 3.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:3 reads, "The captain of 50, and the honorable man, and the counselor, and the cunning artificer, and the eloquent orator."
Yeah. Captain of 50. You know what I'm saying? You got a congregation of 50. Or if you got a congregation of 100. However many people that you are leading. You know what I'm saying? You are going down. Look what happened. Wait a minute. You look what happened to the Sakari camp. They was making moves. You know what I'm saying? Years ago, they was making moves. They was like one of the biggest camps. Between, because you got the purple people. That's the biggest camp, and then the Sakaris is a tie between I think it's a tie between the ISUPK. No, Sakari is a tie between HOI and the Sakari. They a tie. They both had, you know what I'm saying, the same amount of congregants. But look what happened. Look what happened to the Sakari. You know what I'm saying? Sakari, you know what I'm saying, he don't even teach no more. Look what happened to Gorilla Hebrew. He went back into being a Crip gang member who likes to get poked in the butt. Well, what happened to the other Sakari members? Well, they started a camp called Genesis. And that camp is the worst camp in the house of Israel. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these wicked camps. You got another camp called Wi-Fi. I'm like, what the hell? These days and times, this is leading up to the lesson, people. This lesson that you're hearing now is leading up to the Bible lesson later on, after Brother Ronaldo Page give you the prophecy in the news. You know what I'm saying? Because in these days and times, you got to choose your friends wisely. In these days and times, you got to choose who you want to associate yourself around and be with wisely. Because in these days and times, the wicked that you associate yourself with, when judgment runs down on them, it's going to hit your ass too. Well, why? I'm going through so. Who you with? Who you with? Hey, I'm with J. Marquavius. Where J. Marquavius come from? He was a gangbanger. Well, there you have it. That's why you going through what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Hang with J. Marquavius. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 4.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:4 reads, "And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them."
I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them. NBA young boys, anybody? YNs, anybody? Your children rules over you. Just try to get your children to understand the law, statute, commandments, and see what they'll tell you. Try telling your children the things that they're doing. Try stopping them from doing it, and see what they will do. We see who rules over who, right? You know what I'm saying? We see who rules over who, right? This book is real. These prophecies are real. And these children is literally ruling over the adults and the elderly. I had to, you know what I'm saying, a while back, I had to, you know what I'm saying, I had to talk some sense into Sister Charlotte. Because for a minute, she had her kids rolling over her. I said, who is the kid and who is the parent here, Sister Charlotte? I said, you might as, I said, hell, you know what I'm saying? You might well go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, let them, you know what I'm saying, heat up a bottle and, you know what I'm saying, and bottle feed you too. Kids is not supposed to rule over the adults. Kids is not supposed to rule over the parents. That's verse 4. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 5.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:5 reads, "And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable."
Is this not coming to pass as we speak it? Is this not what's coming on? The child shall behave themselves proudly against the ancient. What does ancient mean? Alexa, give me the definition of ancient.
As an adjective, ancient is usually defined as of or in time long past, especially before the end of the Western Roman Empire AD 476. As a noun, ancient is usually defined as a person who lived in ancient times. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for ancient.
Alexa, give me more definitions for ancient.
I have 10 more definitions for ancient. As an adjective: 1. Dating from a remote period, of great age. 2. Very old, aged. 3. Being old in wisdom and experience, venerable. 4. Old-fashioned or antique. As a noun: 5. One of the classical writers of antiquity. 6. A very old or aged person, especially if venerable or patriarchal. 7. The civilized peoples, nations, or cultures of antiquity, as the Greeks, Romans, Hebrews, and Egyptians, usually preceded by the 8. The writers, artists, and philosophers of ancient times, especially those of Greece and Rome. 9. The bearer of a flag. 10. A flag, banner, or standard, ensign.
All right. Main one is age. Old age. And it says what? The young shall exalt themselves proudly. Let's go ahead and read that again. I don't want to mess it up here. What was that? Verse 5, right? Let's see. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 5.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:5 reads, "And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable.
So it said the child shall behave himself boldly against the ancient, that's the old, and the base against the honorable. So those that don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out is going to exhort themselves proudly over the honorable. Who is the honorable? Those that literally are doing right. What does base mean? Base mean the bottom. Those that don't have a pot to piss in on a window and throw it out. They are going to they are going to boast themselves proud. Let's read that again. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 5. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 5.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:5 reads, "And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable."
And the base, that's the bottom, that's those who ain't got a pot to piss on, a winner to throw out, against the honorable. What's the honorable? The honorable is those that are doing right. And is that not what our people are doing today? Is that not what the children are doing today? And everybody will be oppressed. Everyone against his neighbor. That's what's going on today. Hold up, let's read that again. These prophecies are real, people. These prophecies are real. And you brothers and sisters who refuse to heed to this truth need to understand that this will happen to you. You will not be protected. These days are coming where things are going to get worse and worse. Ain't nothing getting no better. Ain't nothing getting no better. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 5.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:5 reads, "And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable."
Alexa, define oppressed.
Oppressed is a form of the verb
Alexa,
oppress,
stop.
which
Alexa, give me the definition of oppressed. Alexa, give me the definition of oppressed.
oppressed is a form of the verb oppress, which is usually defined as to burden with cruel or unjust impositions or restraints, subject to a burdensome or harsh exercise of authority or power. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for oppress.
Alexa, give me more definition for oppressed.
I have 4 more definitions for the verb oppress. 1. To lie heavily upon the mind, a person, etc. 2. To weigh down, as sleep or weariness does. 3. To put down, subdue or suppress. 4. To press upon or against, crush.
Praise. Is that not what's going on today? Turn on the news. Turn on the news.
Yes.
And what do you see? All you see is our brothers and sisters being oppressed. If it's not oppressed by, you know what I'm saying, Caucasians, it's oppressed by the Africans. It's not being oppressed by the Africans, it's being oppressed by the Arabs. If it's not being oppressed by the Arabs, it's damn sure it's being oppressed by our own people. This is what's going on. This is prophecy, people. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 6.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:6 reads, "When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler, and let this ruin be under thy hand."
Here it goes. What I tell you? You know what I'm saying? When this dirt dog devil that's in power today start ramping up this war that's about to go down, our brothers who refuse to heed to the truth is going to be down and out, is going to be in desperate need after all of that rebellion. And who are they going to be looking for? They're going to be looking for your righteous butts. They're going to be looking for you. They're like, yo, I know who I can go to. I'm going to go to such and such. He's righteous. I know she's righteous. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to get protected. These wicked jackasses that decide to, you know what I'm saying, rebel against the laws of the Most High God, is when the shit hits the fan, all they going to do is come looking for you. Not to hurt you, but they know that you are the righteous. They know that you are the one that is going to help them in their time of need. They know this. You got to make a decision. Do you want to inherit more problems? Or do you want to, you know what I'm saying, have the Most High God help you deal with your current ones? The Most High God is dealing with your current problems. And if you are grabbing a hold of new problems, now you got new problems, and now you're going to be asking for prayer for your new problems, along with your new problem. You know what I'm saying? You got ratchety women, you know what I'm saying, who spent years out there slowing and whoring. And now when the cares of this world and this damn devil that's in power comes down with this war crap, because we in war. Did you see what Russia did? Russia said, listen, I'm about to take my Ukraine back. You know what I'm saying? America ain't about to take my Ukraine. I'm going to take my Ukraine back. Pow! He shot all them missiles. You can't touch Russia. Russia is set for the prophecy that is going to destroy America. So Russia's protected too. Yeah, Russia's protected too. Because the Most High God is protecting Russia, because Russia is protected because Russia is going to be the one that is going to set this whole thing off. And these days and times is coming, people, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have a lot of rinky-dink, raggedy niggas, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I need some help, you know what I'm saying? You got a few bucks I you can spare? No, get you out of here, you bum. Go back where you came from. Go back to the hookah lounge, you know what I'm saying? Go back to the weed house and ask the weed man for $3. Remember, we're not the Christian church. We are a different type of Christians. Yeah, the Christian churches, you know what I'm saying, is with that soft stuff. We are different type of Christians. We are Christians that know the Bible and know that the book of Ecclesiasticus says, help not a sinner, but do good to the godly man. We know that. And that's the time. These are the times that's coming, people. These are the times that are coming. You know what I'm saying? They're here. They're not only coming, they're here. You just ain't got the memo yet, because you brothers and sisters' minds is, you know what I'm saying, in Nintendo 64. You know what I'm saying? Mario Brothers, whatever other games they got out. You know what I'm saying? I'm so far gone from games, I don't even know what games they got out. But you brothers and sisters are minds so stuck in games. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't the Nintendo 64, it's these online games that is downloaded from the apps. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing, you know what I'm saying, people. I'm like, what is so interesting about these damn games? You gonna miss the boat. You should be trying to get these law, statute, commandments. Because the days are coming, and the days are drawing nigh where you going to need some help. And the only way that the Lord is going to help you is, you know what I'm saying, the Lord's going to check you out and be like, wait a minute, you want help from me, but yet I sent my prophets to you and you ignored them. Now this shit is happening to you. You asking me for help? Get on somewhere. When you woke up, you woke up. Surely when I woke up, I didn't hesitate. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, I just want to wait. I'm going to wait for a minute. I'm going to wait till I get out of jail to, you know what I'm saying, to do that. Oh, hell no. I woke up, it's work time. Time to, you know what I'm saying? They had a commercial back in the day, you know what I'm saying, a Dunkin' Donuts commercial with a little white man, you know what I'm saying, he was sleeping on a donut table and the alarm clock come and said, time to make the donuts. Time to make the donuts. It was an old Dunkin' Donuts commercial. That's what happens when you come into the truth, you know what I'm saying? You don't sleep. Time to wake the people. Time to wake the people. That was verse 6 right here. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 6.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:6 reads, When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler, and let this ruin be under thy hand.
Let me stay with you for a couple of nights, brother. You know what I'm saying? Let me stay with you for a couple of nights. You know what I'm saying? I lost my job. You know what I'm saying? My car got repoed. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing. I just got you, brother. Let me stay with you for a little bit. Let me weigh out your couch. No! But you can go ahead and stay on the sidewalk outside, right there by the garbage cans. You know what I'm saying? You make your little little pallet. You know what I'm saying? Right there by the garbage can. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself a little pillow. You know what I'm saying? A little blanket. Lay right there by the garbage can. Make sure you're there on a Tuesday or a Thursday. You know what I'm saying? On garbage day. So when the garbage man comes, then take your ass too. On the last minute, they want to, you know, say, oh, please help me. And, the women is going to be the worst. Because the women went around laying on their laying on their damn backs all year long, you know what I'm saying? Popping out, you know what I'm saying? Little bastards, you know what I'm saying? Oh, like they're my football team. And then now, when this damn devil drops this hammer and this damn war pop off, here they come. With little Johnny, little Joey, little Jesse, and little Bobo. You know what I'm saying? Not in that order. And they coming knocking at your door. Hey, can you help me? Me, little Johnny, little Jeffrey, little Bobo. Where's little Johnny, little Jeffrey, and little Bobo's daddy? Oh, they locked up. They went to hell in a casket. Well, shouldn't you be with them? Oh, you harsh. You being harsh. No, you know who's being harsh? You brothers and sisters are being harsh that hear this truth and then rebelling against it. What do you think the Most High God say? When he sends his prophets to wake you up and all you can say is, y'all are cold. I'm not with y'all. I don't know what y'all talking about. Jesus loves everybody. I'm going to party. It's Friday night. I'm going to listen to me some Babyface. It's what the scriptures say, people. He said, you know what I'm saying? It says, in that day, which is this day, a man is going to go to his brother of the house of his father. You know what I'm saying? So the Negro going to go to Judah. You know what I'm saying? The Puerto Rican is going to go to Ephraim. You know what I'm saying? The Haitian is going to go to Levi. You know what I'm saying? The Dominican is going to go to Simeon. You know, the Jamaican is going to go to Benji. And say, hey, Benji, my old Lord Clyde, Hurricane Sandy done messed up my house. Let me stay with you. No. Go build another one. Anyway. Oh man. But it's real, people. It's real. Because, you know what I'm saying? This is prophecy. This is prophecy. Well, watch this. I'm gonna show you something. Um, Alexa, Luke 19, verse 27.
According to the King James Bible, Luke 19:27 reads, "But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither, and slay them before me."
That's Christ. That's what Christ said. Christ said, but those, my enemies, because you ain't with Christ, you against Christ. Christ said, those, my enemies, who would not that I reign over them, bring them over here. And I want you to unalive them before my face. That's your Jesus. That's your Jesus who loves everybody. That's your Jesus who loves everybody. Luke chapter 19, verse 27. Let's read it again. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think I'm playing. Hold up. Oh, y'all think the scripture's playing. Oh, y'all think Christ's playing. Oh, you think these prophecies playing. Well, let's go ahead and read it then. Alexa, Luke 19, verse 27.
According to the King James Bible, Luke 19:27 reads, "But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither, and slay them before me."
Yeah. If you're not with Christ, you're against Christ. So what does that make you? That make you an enemy. Christ said, those my enemies who would not that I reign over them, bring them over here and slay them before me. Alexa, what is the definition of slay?
Slay, meaning to greatly impress or amuse. For example, Alexa's cat song slays.
Alexa, give me the definition of slay.
As a verb, slay is usually defined as to kill by violence. As a noun, slay is usually defined as the reed of a loom. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for slay.
Alexa, give me more definitions for slay.
I have 6 more definitions for slay. As a verb: 1. To destroy, extinguish. 2. To impress strongly, overwhelm, especially by humor. 3. To make a strong impression with. 4. To strike. 5. To kill or murder. 6. To strongly impress or overwhelm someone.
There you go. So Christ said, hey, Christ said, bring them over here, and I want you to unalive them, or M-U-R-D-E-R them, in front of me. They don't want to be with me, they got to go. They got to go. You don't want to wait till the last minute. Oh, I just want to get myself together first before I can serve the Lord. Get your butt away from me with your garbage ass words. You want to wait. Wait for what? The prophets are here. The prophets are teaching. We ain't teaching you for you to wait. We here teaching so that you can wake up now, today. You got time for you to be waiting. Oh, I just want to wait. You know what I'm saying? I got what's it? The next year tax. I'm waiting on my tax return. When I get my tax return next year, I'm gonna go ahead and start serving the Lord. I'm telling you, people. Y'all gonna have people, y'all brothers who is in the truth diligently serving the Lord. Y'all gonna have these scallywag assholes, you know what I'm saying, coming knocking at your door. Hey, I need help. Can you help me? Help me. Where was you at when I was serving the Lord? I was in the streets. Well, why don't you take your ass back to the streets? No, I can't go back to the streets. The streets don't want me. I don't want you neither. Keep going. Keep it moving. You serving the Lord. They see you serving the Lord. What do they think? They think you playing. That's what they think. They think you playing. They think you playing. This ain't the Christian church. We don't play. We don't do this for play. We don't. This ain't no. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no game. Keep serving the Lord, brothers and sisters. Keep serving the Lord. And when you see them coming, get your binoculars out. Because they coming. There they go. And they're going to have a whole lot of baggage with them. Suitcases, U-Haul trucks. Why? They have a chance. They have a chance. Why won't they take it? Let me see. Brother Jeff. You see, Brother Jeff, you know what I'm saying? Brother Jeff is the youngest soldier in this truth. You know what I'm saying? And he's rocking out. Brother Jeff? I think he done rocked out already. He showed up right. He rocking out and he rocked out. Let me see what he is. Is he there? Brother Jeff? Yep, he done rocked out, people. Without a guitar. No Bon Jovi. All right, let's go ahead and continue. Let's see. We're at verse 6. Isaiah chapter 3. Alexa, Isaiah chapter 3. Alexa, stop. Alexa, Isaiah 3, verse 7.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:7 reads, In that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be an healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people.
Yeah. What do our wicked brothers and sisters say today? Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. In that day, they say, I'm not an entrepreneur no more. Please help me. Oh.
Entrepreneur. Bless your heart. Right, Pastor?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, what we got on that comment board, bro, Jeff?
Yeah, you were calling back. I know. You were calling. You was like, let's put a gist in it. I fell asleep. Yeah, that was a joke of the day, a joke of the night.
Make sure you guys tap on them like buttons, people. Tap on them like buttons. Get us in those algorithms. Oh yeah, when you go over there, make sure you look at that like. Look at them like buttons and see if it's added.
I'm looking at it right now. 5 likes and 5 watts.
Okay,
5
good.
5 likes and 5 watts.
Okay.
5. Oh, Lord, that's big. It's so.
Yeah.
5 watts and 5 likes. That's big in
Yeah.
order.
Yeah. All right. Long as it's good. That's good. Okay. All right. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, people. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell. What we got on the comment board?
No comments.
Okay. All right. So we got that. People, if you want to call in, the telephone number is 978 890 8900. That's 978 890-8900, and the access code is 365-310-pound. That's 365-310-pound. Bible study class is tonight. This lesson is just going to segue into the class that we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to go into more depth about, you know what I'm saying, not entangling yourself with wicked people in these days. Because you are going to get yourself struck. You know what I'm saying? Not on purpose, but by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You may be driving in a car with a freaking heathen. You know what I'm saying? And it's time for that heathen's judgment. So something happens in that car, to that heathen, and by default, you get scratched. Like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to be careful who you associate yourself around in these days. Everybody who say they're your friend is not your friend. Everybody who say that they're your woman is not your woman. Everybody who say that they're your man is not your man. They got secrets. They got little secrets. That's how they are going to keep it. They never let them go. Never let them go. That was a song. Forgot who sings it. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and continue. Wait a minute. Before we continue in verse 3, let's jump over to verse 4. Because I can't talk about the brothers, the men, without talking about the women. Got to talk about the women. You know what I'm saying? The women, you know what I'm saying? Alexa, Isaiah 4, verse 1.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 4:1 reads, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread, and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach."
7 just means a perfection. It can be 10,000 women. It can be 1,000 women. 500, 100, 300. It's not necessarily 7. 7 is just a perfected. It's a perfection. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot. Just know it's gonna be a lot. And they all gonna be looking for righteous men. And they all just want to be called by the righteous man's last name. And how is that? That's marrying. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to be called by somebody's name. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. These women is coming with baggage. These are the same ratchety ratch that you see on damn TikTok. Dancing and jerking and jiving. You know what I'm saying? These are the same ratchety ratch that you see on YouTube and Facebook. You know what I'm saying? With them nonchalant attitudes. You know what I'm saying? With their nose stuck so far in the air, you can look up their nose and see every last booger up there. This is them type of women. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to come with baggage. And they're going to say, well, I got this, I got that, I got something to bring to the table. Well, we don't want that. Because we know what that comes with. You bring this to the table, we inherit that. No, we are not with inheriting any extra activities. You know what I'm saying? Keep those to yourself. Keep those problems to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Brother Jefferson, you know what I'm saying, gonna have several women with 8 kids apiece coming to him talking about, Brother Jefferson, I got this, I got that. Can I just be called by your last name so that you can take care of little JoJo, Johnny, and Bonnie? Brother Jefferson's gonna say, I'm going back to Barbados. Is it Barbados or Virgin Islands? No, Virgin Islands. But these are the times that's coming. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but I'm saying this because this is the way it's supposed to be said. Because you brothers and sisters that's constantly rebelling against the truth and refuse to heed to this truth, this is what's going to happen. When you think, the Bible says what? When they shall say peace and safety, the Bible says sudden destruction coming. These days are coming. They just put more boots on the ground in Venezuela. If America make a move on the Latin countries in Venezuela, then you know Russia is going to jump in. Because Because Russia, matter of fact, Russia is the one that is supplying Venezuela with the weapons. So a war's coming, people. War's coming. People too busy watching Netflix. Did you see the horse and the dog movie on Netflix? It's trending on Netflix. It's the horse and the dog. The dog talks to the horse and the horse talks back. Did you see it? No, I ain't seen no damn movie about no horse and talking dog. That's your problem. You got your damn mind in horses and talking dogs. Make sure you guys hit them like buttons. Hit them like buttons. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:57 p.m.
Ooh, damn, time is flying. It seemed like I just started the broadcast at 6 o'clock. And it's damn near 7 o'clock now. 1 hour to... You mean to tell me I done ran my diarrhea mouth for 1 hour? I told you my mouth just keeps running and keeps running. My mouth is like that Energizer bunny that be used back in the day. You can be watching a TV show and all of a sudden you see this pink bunny with a drum that says Energize on it and it's beating it. They just keep going. That's my mouth. I did not know it's almost 7 o'clock. But it's 7 o'clock. Almost 7 o'clock. Anyway, people, you're tuned into...
Time is fast.
Yeah.
Time is fast.
Yeah. You're tuned into the 6 to 10 Bible study broadcast. From 6 to 10. You know what I'm saying? Right here on the ISBC Truth with your host, Pastor Michael Smith. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, people. Hit that subscribe button, people. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Just stumble across this channel, hit that subscribe button. Tap on them like buttons, people. Get us in those algorithms. If you haven't tapped them like buttons yet, tap them like buttons, them thumbs up buttons, people. Get them algorithms. If you want to call in, the telephone number is 978-890-8900. 978-890-8900. And the access code is 365-310-POUND. That's 365-310-POUND. What else we got? Yeah. Tonight, don't forget we got the, you're going to know everything about that prophecy in the news with Brother Ronaldo Page. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with the war? What's going on with the snaps? What's going on with the Russia? You're going to know everything about those prophecies with prophecy in the news with Brother Ronaldo Page. So stay tuned for that. And then we're going to segue that into the Bible study lesson, which is a segue from what we was teaching earlier at 6 o'clock. So let's go back to Isaiah chapter 3. And we was at verse 7. So we're going to do verse 7 again. Alexa, Isaiah 3 verse 7.
According to the King James Bible, Isaiah 3:7 reads, In that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be an healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing, make me not a ruler of the people.
Oh, wait a minute. That goes for these damn pastors too. They're going to realize, wait a minute, I'm not a pastor. I wasn't teaching the right way. Make me not a pastor anymore. Just let me be called by your name. No, did he? Yeah, these pastors in these churches, they're going to realize that, you know what I'm saying, who are the real ones. When they cannot find any refuge from the ills that's coming. It's coming. Those drafts are coming. You know what I'm saying? War is here. You little young whippersnappers, you know what I'm saying, who want to be gang boys. They're gonna put an AK-47 in your hand and send you over to Afghanistan and say, "Here, fight Ishmael." Ishmael gonna be like, "Hee hee 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 hee. You got that. I got this. Allah Akbar. Boom." And both of y'all gonna be gone. Ishmael gonna think he getting 70 virgins, and your black ass is just gone. That's what's coming, people. That's what's coming. The war. You know what I'm saying? The famine. Don't think you in the clear because they done signed a deal to give you guys some food stamps for the next 2 months. You know what I'm saying? You know, well, we're food stamps. We just got our food stamps. You better use that as an opportunity to wisen up. Be like, you know what? That can happen again. Let me start using these food stamps to get myself together instead of selling my food stamps for some crack. Let me use my food stamps to get some non-perishables and some canned goods and stuff. Let me start using my food stamps for the good. Because it can happen again. And it will happen again. Remember, 2030 is right around the corner. That's the next pandemic or the next reset that they are about to plan on this earth. And all of these events that's taking place is leading up to that reset. You know what I'm saying? These are just beta tests. You know what I'm saying? That government shutdown was a whole beta test. You know what I'm saying? To see the reaction out of people, to see how people gonna react. You know what I'm saying? But you best believe 2030. I don't know what kind of, you know what I'm saying? What kind of pandemic or what kind of beta test or what kind of reset they're gonna do in 2030. But you best believe it's gonna be worse than the last one. You thought you had to wear diapers on your face. You might have to walk around wearing real diapers on your ass. Matter of fact, they got a disease out. It's in North Carolina. It's an intestines disease, and it comes from eating vegetation plants. Oh, you vegans. The devil got you too. You know, y'all want to eat plants. Oh, I'm a vegan. I'm a vegetarian. I only eat plants. They got a new disease out. You know that? Dozens of people in North Carolina restaurants got sick due to a intestinal parasite. You know what I'm saying? And it comes from eating salads and plants and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was just looking at that article today. I'm gonna have Sister Jackson pull that up a little bit later on so that you guys can know what that is. Yeah, all you vegans, y'all want to be vegans, huh? Y'all like tomatoes? Y'all want to make tomatoes y'all only source of diet, huh? All right. They're going to put a parasite in your tomatoes. You know, they need to put a parasite in the weed. That's what I can't wait. I can't wait till they put you know what I'm saying, the most deadliest parasite in every grade of weed they ever came up with. You know what I'm saying? And soon as you dare put your big greasy lips on that blunt and pull, you know what I'm saying, that parasite just explodes your big ass head. Because that's what they need to put a parasite in, the weed. You know what I'm saying? The weed, you know what I'm saying, the fentanyl, that'll make it more deadly. The fentanyl, you know what I'm saying, the crack, the heroin, and every other drug that our people are so love to indulge in. You know what I'm saying? They need to put a parasite in that. But yet, But they got a parasite in your vegetations, though, people. They do got they got a parasite in your vegetations, and it's just in North Carolina right now. Yeah, just in North Carolina, a couple of people got sick. I'm gonna have Sister Jackson pull that report a little bit later, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys tap on them like button, people. Tap on those like buttons. Get us in those algorithms. Tap on them thumbs up buttons, people. If you're new to this channel, this your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. You're tuned into the 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Bible study broadcast. Same. Make sure you guys hit that like button. You want to call in? The telephone number is 978 890 8900. That's 978 890 8900. And the access code is 365 310 pound. That's 365 310 pound. Give me 1 second. All right, I'll be right back. When I come back, I'm going to check your comments or your questions. So if you have any questions or comments, put your question or comment down in the comment section.
Hey, yeah, brother, just in the building. How you doing, Pastor?
Oh, there we go. All right, I guess I'll check your comments now.
There you go. John Fraser, shalom, shalom, the high blessing, co-host, Pastor, shalom, all my elder, good evening, Nika Flow, good evening, 9 watch, and 8 like.
No, make sure you guys hit them like button, people. I'll be right back. 1 second. Make sure you guys, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Definitely tap on them like buttons. And I'll be right back. Like, as in the famous words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back. Okay, I'll be back. Da-da-da-da-da. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 7:11 p.m.
7:11. 7:11. All right, people. All right. That was we just came out of the book of Isaiah, people. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 1 through 6, and then we jumped over to Isaiah 4, verse 1. You know what I'm saying? These things is happening now, and it's going to happen even worse come in the future. Why? Because the Bible says it's time that judgment must first come. And judgment must first come at my house. That's Israel. Alexa, Zechariah, Alexa, stop. Man, what the hell is 13? 13, never mind. Alexa, Zechariah 13, verse 8.
According to the King James Bible, Zechariah 13:8 reads, And it shall come to pass, that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
Now, a lot of people may say, well, that's harsh. How are he going to get rid of 2/3 of us niggers? Because you're niggers, that's why. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God did not make niggers. He made Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So the niggas got to go. 2/3. And these same 2/3 are going to be knocking at your door. Hey, I'm a 2/3. Can you let me in? No, get away. Call the police on you. Matter of fact, no, I'm going to call the military on you. Because that's who's going to be patrolling the streets. You know what I'm saying? Military, come get this raggedy Negro. It shall come to pass. Let's read that again. Alexa, Zechariah 13, verse 8.
According to the King James Bible, Zechariah 13:8 reads, And it shall come to pass, that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
And what is going to happen to the third that's left? Because you got a lot of brothers and sisters that, you know what I'm saying, that's coming out of that, the wickedness of the world. And they don't understand why they going through what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? To all you, this is to all you brothers and sisters who is coming out of the wickedness of the world and is suffering heavy and don't understand why. Read it again. Alexa, Zechariah 13, verse 8.
According to the King James Bible, Zechariah 13:8 reads, And it shall come to pass, that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
But the third shall be left therein. And what's going to happen to the third that's left therein? That's you brothers and sisters who just waking up and coming into the truth, but yet going through heavy problems. The next verse is going to tell you why you're doing that. Alexa, Zechariah 13, verse 9. Alexa,
According to the King James Bible, Zechariah 13:9 reads, And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, It is my people, and they shall say, The Lord is my God.
you got to be purified. You going through what you're going through, new Hebrew Israelites? You're going through what you're going through because you got to be purified. You know what I'm saying? Those weed cravings got to exit your temple. That's why. That's why you're going through what you're going through. Those weed cravings got to disappear. Those cigarette nicotine cravings got to disappear. You know what I'm saying? The things that you used to do in the world, you know what I'm saying? The lustful desires, the fornication, you know what I'm saying? The liar and the cheating, all of that got to be purged from you. And that's what the third being brought through the fire is all about. You know how is gold determined to be gold? When they mining gold in them gold mines and they find some gold, what's the first thing they do? They take that hot chisel and they burn it and they chip at that gold. They chip to get the dross off of it so it can be a pure gold nugget. The dross got to be taken off of it, and that is what the symbolism of you going through the fire. You know what I'm saying? Being purified through the fire symbolizes you. All of the things that you used to do in the world got to be scathed off of you. And after that, you shall call on the Most High God's name. Not his title, not his, what you know what I'm saying, not what they want to call him, but his name. Ahaya. And then are you his people. So all praises be to the Most High God for all you. And then I want to, you know what I'm saying, I got to give, you know what I'm saying, props to that Israelite brother that's in that other camp over there in Philadelphia that saved Umar Johnson's daughter's life. Umar Johnson tried to sacrifice his daughter. That woman, that 23-year-old woman was at that brother's mercy. She said, please help me. They trying to unalive me. I need to call 911. Her phone was dead. So the brother gave her his charger. She charged up the phone, got a little juice in the phone, and called 911 and helped the police, you know what I'm saying, get to this young lady. Umar, why are you trying to sacrifice your daughter? Because nobody won't donate to you no more? You can't get no more damn fake school funds donations? Why are you trying to sacrifice your daughter, Umar? Umar, why are you trying to sacrifice your daughter? I mean, you don't owe nothing, so I don't understand where the money went. Cause you don't. Let me see. I might be. Let's see. Cause I don't understand where all over $1 million was donated to you. Where did it go? Let's see. Alexa, do Dr. Umar Johnson own any property?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Nope. Alexa, do Dr. Umar Johnson own any buildings, properties, or real estate?
I don't know that one.
Nope, don't own none of that. Alexa, do Dr. Umar Johnson have any mortgages?
From lipstickly.com. Umar Johnson doesn't have any of those that I'm aware of.
No, so you don't have no mortgages, don't have no properties. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what you're talking about. You got a school. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no properties. Alexa just told me that. Let's see if you have any cars. Alexa, do Dr. Umar Johnson have any motor vehicles?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Nope, no motor vehicles. Let's see what else. What else Alexa, what is Dr. Umar Johnson worth?
From legit.ng. Umar is worth around $600,000.
$600,000. How are you worth $600,000 when you don't have no homes, you don't have no vehicles, you don't have no other investment properties or any other properties or something like that? So the only thing I'm thinking of where that is projected that you are worth $600,000 is they basing that on probably your past book sales that you have so-called wrote. They probably basing that on that. Let me see. Alexa, how many books did Dr. Umar Johnson write?
From Wikipedia.org. Johnson is the author of 3 novels, a novella, and more than 50 short works of fiction.
Wait a minute, I think that's the wrong one. Alexa, how many books did Dr. Umar Johnson write?
From Wikipedia.org. Johnson is the author of 3 novels, a novella, and more than 50 short works of fiction.
Alexa, what is the name of Dr. Umar Johnson books?
From imdb.com. Umar Johnson is known for Could Have Been Love, 2025, Awaken, 2025, and Out of Darkness, 2015.
He wrote 3 books in 2025 and one in 2015. And you're trying to sacrifice your daughter. Better go back to Africa. You notice, people, Umar Johnson will push that bliggity black stuff to our people. But have you ever seen this Negro having any Hamite friends? Do he hang around Hamites? Do he? Because if you want to be the Prince of Pan Africanism, you got to have some. If I'm calling myself the Prince of Chinese people, I'm going to be in China, and every friend or everybody you see around me is going to have slanted eyes, and their name is going to end and begin with Ching and Ling. But yet Umar Johnson, so-called the Prince of Pan-Africanism, and the only people that he associated himself with is Israelites. The same way Tariq Nasheed. He's supposed to be pro-black and Africanism, and the only people that he associated himself with is Israelites and his white wife. A black man pushing bliggity black, married to a white woman. Make that make sense. Brother Polite, he pushed that African blackity black crap. And everybody that he was associated with was Israelites.
Sister Kim Toy.
Just joined the conference.
Sister Kim Toy Perry, good evening.
Good evening, Pastor. Good evening, everyone. Hi, bless.
Do you know Umar Johnson, Sister Kim Toy?
Yes, I have seen him a few videos on YouTube, but I really don't listen to him, but I know of him, yes, sir.
Yeah, a brother from another camp was at work. He was a security guard in Philadelphia. He was at work. And Umar Johnson's 23-year-old daughter came running into his establishment saying, "Help, help. They trying to unalive me. I need to call the police. Can I charge up my phone?" Umar Johnson trying to unalive his daughter.
You need to sacrifice that?
Yeah. Sure enough, do. He
I
can't.
know we talk about him sometimes in class.
Yeah, he the one that.
He a black man, but he African. Is he black?
No, he's a Hebrew claiming African.
Yeah.
But yet Africans.
Yeah, that's what I only think I know about him.
But notice he claiming Africans, and Africans is not claiming him.
Exactly.
Because the only people that he's around is Israelites.
Right.
If I was claiming to be the Prince of Pan Chinese,
Renato Page.
or if I was claiming to be the Prince of Pan China, the only people that you'll see me around is Chinese. You know what I'm saying? And I probably will change my name to Pastor Ming Ling. But here you have Umar Johnson. He been pushing that big bliggity black crap for all of these years, and you ain't never seen this man around one Hamite.
Right.
Umar, where's your...
I know of him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But, I don't really, I don't think I could get through I never got through a full video of his, ever.
Yeah, you can't get through a full
he's pretty
video.
popular.
Yeah, you can't get through a full video of his because in the beginning, he's asking for donations. You know what I'm saying? He say 2 words, he stopped for commercial break or donation break. You know what I'm saying? Every 5 seconds, he's stopping his conversation for a donation break.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I guess he can't get so many. I guess he can't get them donations no more. So he got to give up his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully his daughter. Hopefully his daughter spoke to.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully his daughter spoke to that Israelite brother, and that Israelite brother brought his daughter to that camp.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because it's not safe.
Stay away from him.
Yeah, it's not safe in the household of a black man calling himself African. That's unstable. Not only African, this nigga called himself the Prince of African. That is unstable. That is somebody that you got to watch with a keen eye. Like, how you washing that cup? Don't you wash my cups. I wash my own cups. No, No, you want something to drink? I got some paper cups over here. You drink from these paper cups. No, what? You gonna eat something from here? No, I got these paper plates, paper fork, plastic spoon. For now, you gonna eat off plastic and paper. You ain't messing up my good dishes. Lord. All right. We got Sister Eleanor. We got Brother Ronaldo. We just checked We just checked your page, and the live is working. So yeah. So brother.
I can get started next week.
Yeah.
Get started as the week unfolds.
So email Brother Israel. And get those login credentials. You already downloaded the app, right?
Yeah, I downloaded the app we spoke about the last time we had a conversation.
Okay. So just email when you get a chance. Just email Brother Israel and get those login credentials. So you can start. So you can start your broadcasts. It's the West Coast edition.
Absolutely, Pastor. I will certainly do it. My blessings to everyone.
All right, let's see what Sister Jackson has.
Good evening.
It's
Good evening, Sister Kim Troy.
This is Kim Troy. Let's see, where is Sister Alexa? What time is it? Alexa, what time?
The time is 7:31 p.m.
All right, let's see if Sister Jackson. Well, while we wait for Sister Jackson, let's Brother Jefferson, give another round on the comment board while we wait for Sister Jackson.
Let's see what's going on the comment board, Brother Jefferson. Let's see what's going on the comment board. Hold on. Okay. Definitely good. blessings, everyone. Joel and Jordan, I love it. Stephanie Sister, happy Sabbath. Pastor, the Caroline, and Pastor, and Broken Chain said, Amen, Sister Stephanie Smith. He is worthly. Stephanie Smith said, yes, he is broken. Yes, he is broken thing. Is it broken to a man or a female?
Who?
Broken chain, because Stephanie Smith said, yes.
No, Broken Chain, that's...
Talking about you.
No, that's Sister Father Carol.
Kimber Terry, hey everyone, I have blessing it. And 15 watch and 12 likes, so that's the finale.
All right, people over there, please hit them like buttons. I mean, just don't just tune in. It don't cost you a cash app. It will not cost you a super chat. It won't cost you anything to hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? It might, I don't know, you might pull a muscle in your finger.
Join the conference.
If you tap it, you know what I'm saying? If you got arthritis in your finger, you might pull a muscle tapping that like button. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? The like button, you know what I'm saying? Very easy. All you have to do is just tap it lightly and it'll glow. It start glowing. So tap on that like button, people. All right, so we got Sister Jackson. So let's go ahead and do the roll call and get into. All right, we got Sister Jackson. Good evening.
Good evening, Pastor. Good evening, Pastor. Hi, blessing everyone. Welcome
All right, that's Sister Jackson.
and happy Sabbath.
Right. Sister Sheila.
Happy Sabbath, Pastor.
All praises. All praises. Happy Sabbath. Sister Sheila in?
Yes. Hi. Good evening, Pastor. Good evening, everyone. Happy Sabbath Eve.
All right, that's Sister Sheila. Sister Eleanor. Going once.
Good evening, Pastor. Good evening, everyone.
All right, that's Sister Eleanor. And we got Brother Jefferson. Good evening. All right, and who else? Sister Kim Toy. Oh man, that's Brother Jefferson. Sister Kim Toy. Good evening.
Good evening, Pastor. Good evening, everyone. Hi, blessings. Happy Sabbath Eve.
All right, that's Sister Kim Toy, and say Sister Charlotte is late again. All right, and we got Brother Ronaldo Page.
Yes, good evening, Pastor Michael Smith, my brother, and family. Hope everyone's feeling well. Shabbat Shalom to everyone. Looking forward to a great Bible study class, as usual, with the saints of the ISBC on the chat line, and of course, all across the different platforms. Higher blessings and Shabbat Shalom to the entire family.
Oh, praise
All
the
praise
Lord.
to the Most High.
That's Brother Ronaldo Page, and we got Brother Jeff. Is Brother Jeff? I think Brother Jeff is in there. Brother Jeff. All right. Let's go ahead and pray in. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come.
thy will be done
Thy will be done
on earth
on earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
As it is in heaven.
Give
Give us this day
our daily bread.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
Forgive us our trespasses
our daily bread.
Forgive
Forgive us
us
our
our
trespasses
as we forgive those that trespass against us.
as
as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Lead us not into temptation,
Lead us
Lead
not
us
into
not into
temptation,
temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
Lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
but deliver us from evil.
but
For
thine
thine
is
is the kingdom,
the power, and the glory
For that is the kingdom,
the
the power and the glory,
forever and ever.
The power and the glory.
forever and ever.
Oh, my.
Forever and ever.
Amen.
All right. And Brother Ronaldo, did you see what Russia did to Ukraine?
Yes. You mean what Ukraine did to Russia, or vice versa?
I thought they said Russia had shot the missiles off at Ukraine. It was
No, Ukraine shot missiles over at Russia and destroyed one of their major oil gas fields.
I
They're
thought.
trying to basically, trying to deter them from their ability to strike into Ukraine. But also, you are correct, Pastor. You're not incorrect. It went both ways. When they shot those missiles off into Russia and blew up the oil field that they're using to manufacture and also energize the missiles that they're shooting over to Ukraine, Russia turned right back around and retaliated and shot back 2,000 drones and destroyed, unprecedented buildings and close to Kiev, inside of Ukraine. But of course, the press was going to use it as a way of trying to make Russia look as though they did something wrong, because they have longer at war. They're saying that they killed women and children and babies and so forth and so on. When these people have tried to be as restrained as they possibly can. This just goes to show you agmatically how this thing is ramping up significantly. I've got some significant things that have occurred and are occurring as we speak, Pastor and family, all across the world, and not only across the world, but domestically as well. And itself. I mean, it's so much of an abundance of geopolitical movement, and also political and domestic movement here just in the United States. Charlotte.
Just join the conference.
It's almost impossible to keep up with it all. I know I definitely will not be able to cover everything that I've noted and analyzed since our break on Thursday. I mean, it's just the abundance of it and the overwhelming mass of news that's coming in is just, ridiculously tremendous, Not even to mention, which I very rarely do sometimes. I look at some things going on just, domestically from city to city and state to state. It's atrocious. It's atrocious what's going on around, right here in the United States. I mean, the unaliving and the mayhem that's going on is just, it's like the whole United States definitely is Sodom and Gomorrah and a murder zone, but the whole world itself, it's just, whiz, Blessed are the eyes that can see what you can see, and I'm hoping to help everyone see a little bit clearer. But you're right on point with the Ukraine situation, Pastor. Also, to add on to that, it's further down in my news brief, but along with that, I might as well add that in right now that, North Korea has ramped up their soldiers over there in Ukraine. They've got they had 7,000. Now they put another 14,000 over there. And also, Kim Jong-un has said that he's full-heartedly and connected to the hip with Russia. So what's this letting you know, family, is this? This war, a proxy war. First of all, let me give you some basics. A proxy war, and what's the definition of a proxy war? A proxy war is when a country is at war, but they haven't declared war. The United States is in a proxy war with Russia presently, have been since 222, but formally since 220 during the pandemic. Now, a proxy war is when a country doesn't put their own military on the ground in that particular country fighting, but what they do is they use military equipment and send military funds and use other people to fight the war. So Ukraine war is actually the United States fighting Russia, but using Ukraine civilians and using the country of Ukraine so the war won't be fought here on the soil of the United States. But we are at war. This is how your government does not reveal these things to the populace. Because why? Because they know that the populace can't handle the raw truth, and people will panic, and people will do all kind of unseemly things. But I mean, the panic already is at such a ferocious and cataclysmic array right here in the States with just all the things I mentioned formerly that's going on personally between people and families and cities and, all these different things. I reiterate this again with a little bit of trepidation, but I have to. You are at war, family. You are in a world war right now. If two countries already are fighting the United States in a proxy war, which actually is a war with the United States, then that's letting you know that you are at war. You are in a world war because that's part of the world, is it not? Ukraine and North Korea is part of the world. It's part of the world.
That's right.
Also, the UK, the European NATO. Those are two different countries in itself. They're involved in Ukraine. They're part of the proxy war, and they're not fighting the United States. They're fighting Russia. So you are in a world war right now. You're in World War III, family. I hate to keep bearing this and pointing this out to you, but I want you to understand what's going on and to clarify to you, unilaterally and without any doubt, you are in the force field. The force field is open, and you're experiencing it right now with pestilence, famine, and the sword, murder everywhere. As I mentioned before, it's only by the grace of the Most High, Ahai Bahashim Yeshaya, that you and your family and I myself are safe and able to go in and out and walk the way we walk. It's not by coincidence. Don't take it for granted. You are under grace. You are under the hedge of the Ruach HaKadosh. Already, right now, you are being taken care of. The calamity and the tribulation is not coming to your door, and it shall not, as long as we stay under the 91 Psalm, under his protection, by attending the ISB class as we do, loyally, as we pray for one another, and as we reveal this truth to others who come on this platform and other platforms that Pastor has. Sorry to be lengthy in that monologue and introduction, but I had to just get that out. Family, as I said, the situation is dire in Russia. The NATO forces are kicking at the bear, poking the bear even more so. Today they tested a aircraft fighter that can carry nuclear weapons. Now, if you're already in a proxy conflict, which is a war, I'm going to take that. I'm going to give a comprehension to that word proxy. Just basically, it's a war. You're in war. They're at war with Russia. We are already at war with Russia. This has not been declared, and we haven't put Marines on the ground. But in reality, there are Marines on the ground. The CIA in Ukraine. There was also military officials. I won't say soldiers, but that's what they are. They're officials. They're in Ukraine. Who do you think operating all the high-tech surveillance and all the different satellites? Even Elon Musk is involved. Elon Musk's satellite system is there. That's how they're able to get the reconnaissance. That's how they're able to send the missiles over to you. Russia knows all of this. They both know all of this. Now, Russia's country, his people, the Russians, they know they're at war. They know what's at stake. They know what could happen at any moment. It's the people here in the United States that don't know where we're at war, don't know that what's happening. But I guarantee you, your neighbor next door down the street doesn't know have any inklings about the things we discussed in this group to you, talk to them and find out. I guarantee you they don't. Because I know damn sure most of them around me don't know in itself. But anyway, moving on. Let me go with the first situation we've got right here. Iran sees a tanker in Strait of Hormuz as tensions remain high in the region. Iran sees a Marshall Islands flagged oil tanker in the Strait of Hormuz, escalating tensions in the region. The incident followed a 12-day war with Israel in June and Iran's increased warnings of potential retaliation. Previous Iran attacks on vessels have occurred, including limit mine attacks and drone strikes on tankers. The Strait of Hormuz is a strategic waterway through which 20% of the global oil trade passes. Family, that's letting you know what's become. When this thing pops off, prices are already going up. I don't know if any of you could drive and get gas, but you can see the prices going up. Gas in California is $6 to $7, like I told you previously the other day. And I've seen some prices where it was, depending on if you're in an upscale area, it's almost $7.15, $7.30, $7.50 in some places. That's going to be the norm very, very soon. Dubai United Arab Emirates, Iran sees a Marshall Islands flagged oil tanker as it traveled through the narrow Strait of Hormuz on Friday. U.S. officials said turning the ship into Iranian territory waters in the first such introduction in months in the strategic waterway. Iran did not immediately acknowledge the seizure, though it comes as Tehran has been increasingly warning it can strike back after facing a 12-day war in June with Israel that saw the U.S. strike Iranian nuclear sites. The ship, the Talara, had been traveling from Ajman, United Arab Emirates, onward to Singapore when Iranian forces intercepted it, said the U.S. defense official, who spoke on condition of anonymity to discuss intelligent matters. A U.S. Navy MQ-47 Triton drone had been circling above the area where the Talara was 4 hours on Friday observing the seizure. Flight tracking data analyzed the Associated Press showed. A private security firm, Ambri, described the assault as involving 3 small boats approaching Talara. The British military United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations Center separately acknowledged the incident, saying a possible state activity forced the Talara to turn into Iranian territorial waters. Cyprus-based Columbia Ship Management later said in a statement that it had lost contact with the tanker, which was carrying high sulfur gas oil. The company has notified the relevant authorities and is working closely with all relevant parties, including maritime security agencies and the vessel owner, to restore contact with the vessel. The firm said the safety of the crew remains our foremost priority. The Navy has blamed Iran for a series of limpet mine attacks on vessels that damaged tankers in 2019, as well as for fatal drone attacks on the Israel-linked oil tanker that killed 2 European crew members in 2021. Those attacks began after U.S. President Donald Trump, in his first term in office, unilaterally withdrew from Iran's 2015 nuclear deal with world powers. The last major seizure came when Iran took the Greek tankers in May 2022 and held them until November of that year. Those attacks found themselves subsumed by the Iranian-backed Houthis assaults targeting ships during the Israel-Hamas war in the Gaza Strip, which drastically reduced shipping in the crucial Red Sea corridor. The year's tension between Iran and the West, coupled with the situation in the Gaza Strip, exploded into a full-scale 12-day war in June. Iran long has threatened to close off the Strait of Hormuz, the narrow mouth of the Persian Gulf, through which 20% of oil traded passes. The U.S. Navy has long patrolled the Mideast through the Bahrain-based Fifth Fleet to keep the waterways open. So, family, this is letting you know what's going on. Now, do you think, by chance, that tanker, just by mistake, guided itself off into Iranian waters with all the different things that's going on and that has occurred.
Just join the conference.
Man, unilaterally, without any confirmation from Congress. That's war powers right there. But if a country really wanted to go to war with the United States, the fact that they attacked a nuclear situation, without them, without any evidence, is enough reason for them to really, if they wanted to attack the United States, unilaterally, they could have by international law. Same thing with Russia, by international law. Just by them providing aid to Ukraine and giving them weapons and putting boots on the ground. And these people, you Russians, they know what's going on. If I have the reconnaissance to reveal to you the information I'm revealing to you, and I don't have none of the sophisticated technological information and situations that they have, although I do have a superior force, which is the Ruach HaKodesh.
Oh, praises.
You think they don't know? You think they don't know what's going on? They know. And they know what's happening, and they know what's about to come, and they know what eventually is going to occur. But each one of these powers that should not be are keeping their people calm, and without the ability to know what is coming in the not too distant future, to say the least. So, you can look for a possibility of anything jumping off right there with Iran again. It's going to happen, because the simple fact that Israel cannot afford the fact that Iran will not submit to them, and will not submit to them. And the same thing with that happened in Gaza, they want to happen in Iran. And the same thing with the West Bank. The Arabs are playing along with Trump, and they're in the pocket of the United States because, all they want to do is have, all the wicked things that they're doing to keep doing what they're doing and doing the slave trade that they're consistently doing without being bothered with war. Because they have military arms, but they don't want to be in a conflict because they don't want to have to, forfeit their gold and oil, basically. But it's coming to a hill. It's coming to a hill very, very, very soon. I'm not going to stay too long on that. I'm going to move on, family, because it can get in depth. And I know that your attention span sometimes, we're here for specific things, so I'm going to keep that brief. Let me move on. And Trump's, there was some domestic things going on, just to give you a light here of things. And Trump's urging, Biden says U.S. will investigate Epstein's ties to Clinton and other political figures. Now, things are getting hot and getting close to being revealed about your orange guy when they start to give up their other cronies and other people that were involved and on the different trips that were involved and all the different mansion excursions that they all went on with Epstein. So now A.G. Bonding orders investigation into Epstein's ties to Trump's political foes following Trump's demand for probe. He's probing it. He's asking for a probe right now. Nearly 23,000 pages of Epstein's emails and documents released mentioning Trump, Clinton, and other prominent figures. Emails reveal Epstein's connections with academic and business leaders, including Larry Summers and Reid Hoffman. Trump shifts stance on Epstein case, now calling it a hoax and blaming Democrats. Clinton, Trump, and others mentioned in emails, but no wrongdoing alleged by Epstein's victims. Now, I don't know if you guys see it or not or heard, but they already have videotape that was released and also emails that were released with Trump in deposition that he was, back the last time, before he was this particular election, he was president last time, where he had to go and they just acknowledged him as number 87. But in the emails, he had acclimated the fact that he was with a young girl and that he did capitulate with her, but she enjoyed every moment of it, and that there never was, anything that came out. These are all things coming out. So I'm saying that to tie this in. I'm going to tie this in geopolitically with you as well. When an individual like this, a lawless individual, is involved in something like this and in the power echelons that he's at, him being the leader of the so-called quote-unquote free world. When the emperor is being revealed to have no clothes, there's no telling what lengths they will go to cover it up. As you see, he's pulling in other people. He's pointing the people at the other people that were there at the party along with him. But here's a cataclysmic thing for you, family. That Gerald Ford aircraft carrier on Venezuela, all those aircraft and all those soldiers that are over there now 15,000, 20,000. They re-upped it since the last 2 days. That's on the Venezuela. Although Trump keeps saying he's not going into Venezuela, I'm going to tell you what this is. Let me tell you what this is. This is a safety valve so that if this thing blows its top with the Epstein thing, you best believe this man will pivot to war. He will create a war. He will go in there and start a war just to get, and not only just to get this heat off of him, but to close the books on this Epstein thing. He will not be revealed. You know, he can't. I'm going to give this to you. I'm going to give you an example of this in our holy word. Remember we were just speaking about this the other day, Pastor, was doing a lesson on John the Baptist. Mm-hmm. Remember the King Herod? The King Herod asked for had John the Baptist's head cut off.
Yes.
Because he couldn't be embarrassed.
Yes.
Remember that John the Baptist had exposed the affair with King Herod and
he didn't want to do it because he was literally scared of John the Baptist because he know John the Baptist came in the name of the Lord.
Absolutely. So he didn't want to be exposed. And when he made that declaration to have John the Baptist's head, he couldn't go back on it because of his pride, and he didn't want to be exposed. I'm giving you the same example with Trump. Trump doesn't want to be exposed, although many people know he is a pedophile. Many people in the circles that he got in and the upper echelon, and just people in general like you and I, we know that this is what these people do.
That dog won't bark.
People in the whole nine, no, we know, but he will not. His pride and his prediction of lawlessness will not let him, be exposed and take accountability for what he's done. And believe me, these people, on their own personal merit, give a damn about you and me and anybody else, they will put other millions and millions and trillions of people that lie at risk. If nothing else, the whole humanity at risk, for their own personal gain. Remember, his father is a liar from the beginning of time, a killer and a murderer, in itself. So don't think that they won't cover this up by going to war, because they will. And not only that, they can kill 3 or 4 birds at the same time, because if he goes to war, there will be no presidential election. There will be no midterm elections in 26, and there will be no other election until the war is concluded. And if the war goes in with Venezuela, it's going to be more detrimental than the Vietnam War. It'll be longer than the Vietnam War.
And can you imagine?
This war will be almost 20 years.
And brother,
brother
Page, can you imagine if he do start that war and there is no election? Because 2030 is when they're going to do another reset.
Absolutely. They're already trying to do the reset now as we speak, Pastor. As we speak, because they're running out of time. They're behind, as I mentioned before, they're behind schedule. They're behind. They thought they were on schedule, but they're behind schedule. And the reason they're behind schedule is because they plan a plan, and the Most High plans a plan. And we all know that the Most High is the best to plan it, and all His plans come to fruition. All we got to do is look at the timetable that we're on and our holy word here in Revelations. 6:6, Revelation 6:6, the fourth seal. U.S. NATO ally test fires nuclear missile. France test fired an upgraded nuclear missile. Let me repeat that. France test fired an upgraded nuclear missile, completing the modernization of its airborne nuclear deterrent. The ASMPA missile will be equipped on Rafale jets deployed on the aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle. France, a NATO ally, possesses 290 nuclear warheads, deliverable by by submarines and aircraft. The missiles carry a 300-kiloton warhead, far more powerful than those used in World War II. France is developing a fourth-generation nuclear missile to replace the ASMPR 2035. Family, now, as I told you before, Russia is trying to be cool, calm, and collected. Just the fact that they are telegraphing and tested a missile like this, a nuclear missile. Now, Russia showed its superiority with its weapons, but it didn't test any nuclear weapons. It didn't test them. It just basically showed them that they're operable and they could operate them, and that they have these missiles that can fly, without being detected and pass, 500,000 miles, the speed of sound. You can't detect them. They can't block them. They can't be shot down. They didn't let them explode. These fools are exploding nuclear weapons in their air zone. So, anything can happen at any time. That's enough reason for Russia to attack NATO in Europe as we speak. Just so you know what kind of footing that we're on and how close to Armageddon we really are. Not to say it's going to happen tonight, not to say it's going to happen tomorrow, but we don't know what the Most High plan is. That's like you said, no man knows the hour, the day, or the time when the shy is going to crack the sky. We don't know. It could be at any moment. Anyway, moving forward, new footage shows North Korean troops clearing dangerous mines for Russia and war zones. North Korean troops are clearing mines in Russia's Kursk region, signaling deepening military cooperation between the two countries. Russia claims 14,000 North Korean troops were deployed under a mutual defense pact, with over 6,000 reportedly killed. North Koreans, the Zappers, used Russian equipment and received training on handling NATO and Ukrainian mines and countering drones. Ukrainian forces previously held parts of the Kursk region, with 37 of the 64 settlements still closed to civilians. Kim Jong-un stated that the military cooperation between North Korea and Russia will advance non-stop. Family, as I told you, these people are mounting up and already in World War III. It just has not been announced yet. But believe me, it will. But it won't be announced until the chaos that the United States is building here on its own soil ramps up even more so. I'll allude once again to the June 14th or June 11th parade that took place, where the man lets you know that you are going to war and that you are at war. And when in a week, then within that same week, he changed the name of the Defense Department to the
Department of War.
Now I'm gonna give you another point on this and clarification on this, and I'm gonna give you another vision on this, and open up another portal for you of prophecy. When he declared that war and opened up that open end, will let you know that you were at war. That same week, what did he do? He called the Pentagon, all the heads
That's
of
right.
all the
That's
generals
right.
and all the admirals around the world, from all the 12,500 military bases of all of the military around the globe to meet. That has never been done in history. Never for the United States. Took them off their posts, the head general, and brought them to the Pentagon and declared war internationally, but not only internationally, family. There's a tape release, and I can bring it to you, where Trump told them they are at war domestically as well. And he quoted for them other presidents who have quoted the fact that you had signed up and you had pledged to be at war, not only internationally, but domestically as well. And then he went on to say, I'm paraphrasing it, not accurately, but I'm going to summarize it and sum it up for you. He basically let them know that you are not only at war internationally, or will be at war internationally, you are at war domestically, and we will be using our United States citizens and cities as practice for, urban warfare in itself. That have when they started with putting the National Guard in the military, boots on ground in all the different cities around the world. It started off in California, and now look where it stretched to. I think there's maybe about 20 cities right now.
Do you know they just?
Military.
Do you know they just
Go
put
ahead,
some?
Pat.
They just put some in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today.
Yes, sir. I do know it, Pat. Absolutely. They're going everywhere because they know it's coming. They know it. That just telegraphs to you. They're telegraphing. They're telegraphing and letting you know what you know. But the average bear, the average citizen, is not aware. Believe me. 9 out of 10 people are not aware. They're not aware of what's to come and what's happening and what's going on. Even with them telegraphing the shutdown, the government shutdown that they just convened and opened up today. From yesterday, they took the vote today, but it's only to January. So what's that? It's only to January. They're going to do it all over again. And as they do it all over again, and as they snatch these different things away from people, another look in the prophecy for you down the road, you can bet your bottom dollar it's going to be a control mechanism. Remember, family, all these things that are coming, these are experiments. They got to see how people are going to react. Left side and right side, they're all in cahoots together. They're one big club, and we ain't in it. They all know what they're doing. It's all a game. It's all a plan, and they know what they're doing. These are exercises. Do you remember that time when the pandemic erupted and Trump on live TV with his at that time the director of defense, I forget his name.
Oh, you talking about? You talking about the general?
On camera.
You talking about when the in the midst of the pandemic he brought out the general to execute the needles.
Right, he brought him up there, but he also had his the head of the Department of Defense at that time. I can't think of the guy's name, but this is what he said. The guy who was the head of the Department of Defense said this is a live exercise. And then Trump said, oh, it's a live exercise? You should have told me that. This is how ridiculous he is.
Oh, yes, okay, I remember that. I remember that one.
You
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
that, Pastor?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
He said, you should have let me know it was a live exercise. Family, this is a live exercise. This is a live exercise. What they did with the shutdown is an exercise. They wanted to see how the people would react. They wanted to see how the people would react. If the people would be calm, if they would take it, calmly and not riot and not get out of hand, that way they know, okay, you got control. They know that there's boots on the ground. They know that there's National Guard. They know they can't get too out of hand because they know that we're sending the troops. Okay, we got them where we need them. All right, now, next time we do this, what we'll do is we'll let them know that, okay, everybody that really needs their SNAP, or if they really need their Medicare, or if they really need, such things, now we're going to make them sign up for it. Now we're going to make them get the real ID in order to get it. So we can make sure that everybody that's getting it really belongs in the United States. Remember, we got our immigration thing going on, right? Same thing with the voting situation. In order to be vote, 2026, you're going to have to show your ID. It used to be a time all you need to do is show where you lived at, your address. But now you're going to actually have to show your hard ID to prove who you are to vote. They're going to tie that in with benefits that people are getting. It's going to be benefits for SNAP, Medicare, and if you're getting Social Security as well. Because they want to, remember, 2030, like Pastor said, they're running behind schedule. We're only 4 years away. 226 is knocking at the door for them right now, on their calendar, not ours. Because our calendar begins in March of next year. Theirs begins in January. So it's knocking at the door. They got 4 more years to accomplish what they want to accomplish, and they're behind schedule. But the Most High is speeding it up for them. They can't catch it themselves. And they're in a dismal state as well. And their minds are clouded. So these are some of the things you can possibly look for. As I said, and if you don't acclimate to these things, and when people are hungry and in dire need, and people need to eat, then they're going to make a way, and the way is going to be FEMA camps. If you can't take care of yourself, if you don't want to capitulate to whatever they're doing or they tell you need to do, then they're going to have FEMA camps for you to go to. Don't go to the FEMA camps. Rely on the Most High. Matthew 4:4. Man shall not live by bread alone, but I every word that utters out of the mouth of the Most High. Family. Let's move on. Marjorie Taylor Greene questions if Trump is still America's first president. We didn't elect the president to go out there and travel the world and end the foreign wars, Reverend Marjorie Taylor Greene said of Raleigh, Georgia, told NBC. 10 months into Donald Trump's second term, Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene has positioned herself as a surprising critic of the administration's policy and as a torchbearer for the America First agenda that she believes the president has drifted from the she told NBC in a recent interview. Greene, who has long been one of his most outspoken allies, said that Trump personally inspired her to run for Congress in Georgia in 2022 and described her political identity as rooted in the promise to represent what she calls the forgotten man and woman of America. I'm going to jump down a few articles, family, to that. Because I'm not going to give her a pedestal. She says no one cares about the foreign countries. No one cares about never-ending amount of foreign leaders coming to the White House every single week, Greene told NBC News. The dispute underscores a broader rift over whether Trump's presidency still reflects the populist message that pilots his rise, and it reflects the MAGA movement preparing for a future without Trump at the top of the ticket, with the new generation of leaders figuring out where to take the base. He said, we didn't elect the president to go out there and travel the world and end foreign wars, Greene said. We elected the president to stop sending tax dollars and weapons for the foreign wars, to completely not engage anymore. Watching the foreign leaders come to the White House through a revolving door is not helping Americans. True indeed. One of the big campaign issues Americans were fed up with foreign wars, she added. It's like, get us out of this. You can't get us out of the family, because it's written. It's written. Babylon is fallen. It's not that I want a very different foreign policy, said one Trump ally with lens on foreign policy who was granted anonymity. You don't want to be known. To speak candidly, he just needs to be messaging more aggressively that his focus is on young Americans and the things that they are still having trouble getting and the problems they're having. She slammed meetings with leaders such as Argentina's Javier Milei, whom she described as seeking a bailout, and Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky, who she said arrived with his hands out begging for more. Ryan Gursky, a Republican consultant who helped run a pro-J.D. Vance super PAC in the 2020 Ohio Senate race, said it's not surprising that the president has shown interest in cementing his global legacy. Basically what he's saying, and they're saying, this man is trying to, cement his legacy, protect himself at home, personally, at the cost of the world in itself. But it's not going to work, family, in itself. You can't have a global country, Carlson said, arguing that this is a point Trump made again and again. Asked about Greene's recent comments following the meeting that morning with the Syrian interim president, Ahmad al-Sharaa, Trump said Monday he has to view the presidency as a worldwide situation, not locally. Now, you remember, family, I told you, Ahmad al-Sharaa was the leader of Al-Qaeda. This is a man who has unalived people all across the globe. As a matter of fact, this is the man that was involved in your 9/11 family. I don't know how many people of you know that. He was one of the leaders that was involved with this, with the other guy. His name's Sipsy right now. Pastor, what was his name?
Bin Laden?
Involved with the Biden. Right. Biden. Yeah. He was a part of his, he was his lieutenant in Al-Qaeda, in ISIS. So, you know, these are the type of people that your leaders are in bed with. Just letting you know that how ferocious and how diabolical they are and what they're willing to do. And these are the people that are putting in control of countries in Sierra where there's war going around right now, war involved in that war, and also the United States is involved in that war in Lebanon as well, in the Sudan as well, in Kuwait as well. Of course, you know, in Gaza, all these powers and all these warlords are all the people that the United States have on their payroll. And right here in the United States, you have a lot of those people from those countries that are wearing uniforms right now in your military that are on the streets. And it's believe it or not, you're going to see them. You're going to see foreign-speaking people as they march through your neighborhoods in the next coming future. Let me finish this up, Pastor and family. And you know it's easy to say, oh, don't worry about the world. But the world is turning out to be our biggest customer, says Trump. He continues, the world was on fire, and we could have been in the fire very easily if you didn't have a president that knew what he was doing. You see the hypocrisy of this? He's dead in the fire. He's starting the fire. And then gonna tell you because of him, if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be in the fires.
I don't know who's more delusional, Joe Biden or damn Trump.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, the class comes against the backdrop of a difficult housing market and a rising cost of living. Only about 1 in 5 homes sold in the year ending in June was purchased by a first-time buyer here in the United States, according to a new report by the National Association of Realtors. Green pointed to her own adult children, ages 22, 26, and 28, as examples of what she views as a generation facing diminishing prospects. Now, these people in power, with all this money that they have, and their families are facing diminishing possibilities. What do you think it is for Israelites, family, if they're facing these situations, and just the people in general in itself, your neighbors? They don't think they're ever really going to be able to buy a home, she said. They were promised, you go to college, you're going to get a great job. That doesn't exist. That's not reality. Exactly. I tell people that all the time.
You know how high those interest rates are? Those interest rates are high as hell, yeah.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then not only that, you got to have $20,000, $30,000 down payment on top of it. In a recent Fox News interview, Trump discussed affordability but seemed to downplay American concerns around economic anxiety, calling the issue a con job by the Democrats, and suggesting that polling shows it was top of mind for voters was fake. So he's saying everything everybody's feeling with the recession, money, food, even the shutdown is all fake. So, Justin Logan, a foreign policy analyst at the Cato Institute, said that so long as Americans do not feel direct costs from the foreign engagements, dissent inside the movement may remain limited. If they can win on the argument that they've been successful and cheap, they'll be able to push back their critics, he said, of the administration. But it's just the opposite. People are complaining. People are crying. People are at dismay. People are afraid. Things are going on, as I told you before. There's more unalive in the city than ever been before. You can't grasp or cover all the stuff that goes on in a daily, on a 24-hour, circuit. It's just utterly ridiculous, and it's so much of it could just make you throw up. Ukraine strikes key Russian oil port, as you had speculated, Pastor, hard at the Kremlin's war machine. Ukraine launched a drone attack on Novorossiysk, a key Russian oil port, damaging infrastructure and halting exports. attack aims to pressure Russia financially by targeting its war economy, lucrative oil industry.
You know what? You know why they did? You know why they did that to? You know why they did that to Russia? Because Russia supplies um, um, weapons to Venezuela and oil.
Absolutely. Not only Venezuela and oil to them, to China as well.
Mm-hmm.
To China, North Korea, India, Pakistan, Brazil, all the surrounding Caribbean countries, basically, because they no longer are buying European oil or American oil.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, you have 70 countries that are no longer doing business with the fiat currency. So, you know, they're doing it. Who you think told them to do that?
Right.
Proxy.
Yeah.
Right? Remember, with the word proxy, really, who's at war?
Yeah.
The United States at war with Russia. We are at war with Russia, family. I'm on, you know.
Big boy Russia.
Again to you. You are at war. You are at war. It's called, geopolitically, it's called a proxy war. But it's just your country using another country and their humans to fight the war for you until it comes to us. And it will. In the not too distant future. Zelensky calls for increased international support, including air defense systems. Remember, I just told you that Europe had tested those jets with the nuclear missiles on. Now, what do you think will happen if Europe, now, not even if they do it, just imagine if they telegraph and put it in the press that they're sending that aircraft to Ukraine. What do you, if you were Russia, Pastor, what would you do?
If they say they send that aircraft to Ukraine, well, I'm blowing Ukraine off the map and I'm going after Europe.
Yeah, hey, and we're not military men, are we? We're priests. We're priests. Okay? So that just gives you an inkling, family, of what could possibly go wrong. You know, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully the Most High will continue to give us grace and hold them back. Ukrainian security services confirms strategy to bribe Russia of resources for waging war. Although they're doing that, they're not going to stop this. You know, they're just trying to slow it down because the people that are in power that are funneling money to Ukraine and funneling drugs and funneling trafficking, pedophilia, and all these other different things, they just want to keep the party going just as long as they can. They know inevitably that it's going to come to a hill. But they inevitably may come to boots on the ground because, you know, they're just trying to prolong the party, family. You know, people who party hard, you know, they'll party all night long and, you know, 7 days a week if they can. So, you know, there's a little nostalgia to go into that. But that is where we are, family. And, you know, a few other headlines. There's a whole lot more. I'm not going to go too much for deeper, but I'll just give you this one little tidbit. Is that, and the trickology that they're doing is that the Supreme Court has said that they are not going to allow Trump to fully send the Marines, the Navy, and the Air Force into urban cities. But here's the trickology and trick on words. Family, didn't we just discuss that there's already 20 cities that have military forces in them already? So what is the Supreme Court talking about? The man is already doing it. They're talking about they're not going to allow him to fully put Marines, Navy, and aircraft, but he's already doing it. What about when they told him that he couldn't put boots on the ground when he first started it in California for the immigration thing? What did he do? He did it anyway. What did he do when they unalived the first time 15 people in the Caribbean, then it went to 30 people, then it went to 40 people, then it went to 50 people, then it went to 60 people. Last time I spoke to you, it was at 65 people. Today, he just unalived 7 more. Blew up another ship. It's at 75 now, if not 95. So, this, like I told you, this is the precursor The Most High always, for those, blessed are the eyes that can see what, we can see. For those who can see, the Most High always gives you a precursor to what's to come. He's showing you the man of lawlessness, that man who set himself up against and fight against the Most High, or try to, It's a losing battle, but we know that. But he's giving you a precursor of what this person's personality and the things that they're willing to do will be about. And how far they're willing to go. You can see this man as a man of lawlessness. He doesn't respect international law. He doesn't respect domestic law. He doesn't respect his own constitution. He doesn't respect person, place, children, man, or woman. He doesn't respect anything. And this is a precursor to whoever this individual to come that will be powered by Satan is going to be. They're lining it up for you with all these different diabolical and murderous people they're putting in power all around the world. Just to mention one, Netanyahu. You see what they're doing. I don't know if you guys know about the rape that they got on camera from the soldiers who raped the Palestinian man in prison over and over again on camera. I mean, physically raped them, and then when they got caught and pulled out the tape, the people of Israel boycotted and said they didn't want the soldiers to go to trial. They protected the soldiers. Now, this is internationally known. This is a grievous crime against an individual. But they don't want them to go. And then Netanyahu defended them. So these are the people that your leaders are in bed with. And these are the people that are governing the world. And these are the things, family, that are coming. These are coming. These things, the Bible, the Most High said, before my world fails, before his word fails, all heaven and earth is going to pass away. So what he says, he means what he says, and he says that he means in this holy Bible. This word of truth. The immaculate, indestructible word of truth that's been coming to pass ever since it was written. Undeniably. So everything I'm telling, it's going to come to pass, whether I'm here to see it or you or anybody else. But slowly you're seeing it. We're seeing it day by day. It's coming to pass. So with that being said, family, I'm not going to go any further, although there's a lot of topics. As I said, it's been a long news break. But hopefully I've edified you to some degree. All praises to the Most High. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be in the house of the saints and in the camp of the saints, and to edify the saints and to bring clarity to the saints. May the Most High continue to guide and direct our paths through Israel. Shabbat Shalom. A high blessing, family.
That's Brother Ronaldo Page with Prophecy in the News. And we have something else in the news as well. Sister Jackson? Sister Jackson going once? Sister Jackson going twice?
This is not a valid menu option.
Sister Jackson, went to sleep again. Lord. We're going to have to pull that tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to pull that tomorrow. There's a deadly, a parasite that is going around, and they got a whole lot of North Carolinians sick and hospitalized from eating from restaurants. It's vegan meals, vegetables, tomatoes, such things of that nature. It's called the intestinal parasite. And yeah, they coming out with these different pestilences as well. I'm gonna bring you that. I'm gonna bring you that tomorrow morning for the daily bread. That's important. Yeah, cause I don't. So Sister Jackson went to sleep again. So we're gonna bring forth that tomorrow. Um, we're gonna bring you forth the lesson tomorrow evening. Um, and tomorrow morning we got to go into this intestinal um, parasite that it causes a whole lot of symptoms and it is deadly, they say. And they said it comes from eating plants. So they got something for you vegans as well. We're gonna be going into that tomorrow morning for the
Yes, I got it for you, Pastor.
Oh, you see it?
It's a parasite that has been found on vegetables, and a vegetarian restaurant meal can contain them if the vegetables are not washed properly or if they are contaminated. Common parasites found include Cryptosporidium, Giardia, and Cyclosporal. The risk of contamination is especially high with raw leafy greens like lettuce, parsley, and arugula, as they are frequently served raw in salads. Common parasites found on vegetables, Cryptosporidium, a parasite that is a common cause of human cryptosporidiosis, especially through contaminated vegetables. Giardia, duodenals, found on many types of vegetables and can contaminate all types of vegetables. Cyclopora cayetanus, a protozoan parasite transmitted through contaminated produce. Interbural, a protozoan parasite that can be found on a variety of vegetables. Toxicura found in leafy vegetables and can be cause of infection. How can restaurants prevent this in the future? Contamination, they say. They say they've been telling them to wash the produce properly, wash all raw vegetables thoroughly before you use it. A special leafy green to remove any parasites or other contaminants. Some restaurants are being closed down because of the contaminants. Sort vegetables carefully. They say sort vegetables carefully. Choose restaurants that follow food safety protocols and are transparent about their sourcing and cleaning practices. Beware of cross-contamination. Ensure proper food handling and storage to prevent cross-contamination between different food items.
They said about a dozen people in North Carolina. I think one in Raleigh.
Yeah, all across the United States.
Yeah, it was on the news. It was on the news today.
They closed down a few of them.
Yeah, it was on the news today. I said, it said it's intestinal. It's in your intestines.
They said the common parasites in affected vegetables, contamination also occurs due to the use of contaminated water for irrigation or washing, known as dirty water, and the other is known as dirty food. Unhygienic handling practices and animal feces in the growing environment, which means that the farmers are using animal feces as fertilizer.
They've been using horse manure as a fertilizer.
Right, but now they're putting protozoa in there, a GMO, genetically modified organism.
Oh.
That has Giardia, duodenalis, entomoebus, SP, Cryptosporidium, SPV, Lactocystis, SPV further. All these are, to keep the vegetables growing longer and faster.
Oh.
Preservatives. Man-made preservatives they put. It's not just the seed. They're putting the man-made preservatives on them.
to expand
Got
their
another one
crops.
called Hamadryas worms.
Oh.
Hamadryas worms are Ascaris lubricoides, roundworms, hookworms, strong gallus lerp, Tania spp, tapeworm eggs, lettuce, spinach, watercress, and other leafy green vegetables are frequently identified as highly contaminated due to their large, uneven surfaces that trap parasitic eggs in cysts. Vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, green beans, and carrots can also be contaminated. Live insects and larvae, broccoli worms, are also occasionally found, but are generally harmless though unappetizing. Risk in restaurants, while all produce carry some risk, the practices at food service establishments can influence the likelihood of contamination. Cross-contamination that also serve meat products, parasites like Toxoplasma gondii, often associated with uncooked meat, can also be found on the raw salads and vegetables. Washing methods. Inadequate washing and sanitization are major contributing factors. Simple tap water rinsing is often insufficient to kill or completely remove all microscopic parasites. Cooking. Thorough cooking typically kills most parasites. Raw or lightly cooked vegetables, such as those in salad, are therefore at higher risk. Prevention and safety. To reduce risk, health authorities and food safety experts recommend thorough washing. Wash all produce under running water to physically remove dirt and potentially contaminants. Proper preparation. Wash hands and all surfaces, utensils before and after handling produce. Cooking. Cooking vegetables to an internal temperature of 75 Celsius or 67 Fahrenheit or higher generally kills most parasites. Source awareness. Be mindful of the source of produce, as imported items are those from areas with poor sanitation practices can pose higher risk. It's just another part of the science, Pastor, of the famine and pestilence.
Yeah, the pestilence, yes.
The force field that we're in.
Yeah, because I was looking at...
tampering with the GMOs.
Yeah, because I was looking at the news today. That was on the news today. The two restaurants in, I think in Raleigh, multiple people got sick, was hospitalized with diarrhea, nausea, and a whole bunch of other symptoms.
Oh, they say it's throughout the United States.
Oh.
It's throughout the United States.
Yes,
that's why they sent out the warning.
Yes, that's another one, people. So
that's risk and famine, family.
Yeah.
That's risk and famine.
People want to
all
eat.
praise to the Most High, family.
Eat salads.
Don't get food.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And
Wash,
use common sense.
wash your salads thoroughly.
Yeah, don't take, you know, on some of these salads they have, they say been thoroughly washed, was washed 3 times, you better wash it again.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Pastor, like you said before, you gonna wash the salad so much, all you gonna have is water.
that's before I left New York, that's how my sandwiches ended up. I always get my hero sandwiches. If I left that hero sandwich for 5 minutes, the whole sandwich is all soggy because the damn lettuce turned into water.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it clean for you.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to Sister Sheila. Final thought? Sister Sheila going once.
Well, y'all have said so much, but I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay,
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm saying y'all have said so much, so only thing I say is, watch your food and pray over, like Brother Purnell say, pray over your food and let the Lord bless it and use common sense.
Oh, praise, Lord,
And if
praise.
you don't know how to cook, so that the elderly person didn't know how to cook so they can teach.
Oh, praise, Lord, praise.
Good night.
Sister Sheila right there. Sister Eleanor. Going once, Sister Eleanor. Going twice.
Yes, Pastor.
Okay.
Everybody have a good night. Very interesting study tonight. Thank you.
Praise, oh, praise. Sister Eleanor. And Sister Teresa.
Thank you, Pastor. I got on kind of late, like right before 7, but very interesting, Brother Ronaldo, what you was saying, and Pastor. So everybody have a happy Sabbath day.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. That's Sister Teresa. Sister Kim Toy Perry.
Thank you, Pastor. Yeah. I was just looking at this, where Brother Page was doing the prophecy of the truth, John 4:48. Can that scripture go along with what he was talking about with
John,
the prophecy? Did Josiah?
John
Then
chapter
said Josiah unto him, yeah, John chapter 4, verse 48.
Go ahead.
Then said Josiah unto him, except ye see signs and wonders, ye will not believe. So I was just saying that while he was, could that scripture go along with what we talked about today with Brother Page with the prophecy in the news?
Yeah, that's right, because that's why a lot of
Was he
Negroes.
talking about something else?
Yeah, that's why a lot of Negroes followed an African calling himself a prophet and believed that the end of the world was in September 23rd. Because that African prophet was trying to show some signs. Negroes literally followed that African calling himself a prophet.
Mm-hmm.
But the signs is right before.
Yeah.
But the signs is right before our eyes. The main sign is you ain't never seen in the history of the world this many Israelites on social media and on the streets, young and old, teaching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Yeah, so I just wanted to say happy Sabbath Eve to everybody. Have a great night and a higher blessing.
All right, that's Sister Kim Toy Perry. And we have Sister Charlotte.
All praises be to the Most High, Ahia, and Yeshaya. Everyone have a blessed night.
Amen.
Higher blessing.
Sister Charlotte right there. And let's see if Brother Jeff sleep. I hope Brother Jeff ain't sleep neither. Brother Jeff sleep. You sleep, Brother Jeff?
Yeah, just keep trying not to keep my eyes on
There we go.
Comes to me, that deep in spirit. And
Well,
spirit God. You know that spirit God?
Sandman got Sister Jackson. Yeah, go ahead. What we got on the comment board, Brother Jeff?
I'm going. Great job to Renato Page, always, Mr. Jackson, and everyone. Okay. Okay. Dan Booth said good evening, everyone. Pastor, and to Jackson, and Jeff, and all brothers and sisters. Kim Toy Perry said, hey, everyone, I blessing. Leonard Stack said, what happened to the young lady that is Omar Johnson? You didn't give the complete story.
Oh, this Umar Johnson's daughter. A brother in another Israelite camp was working as security at some establishment, and his 23-year-old daughter came running in, you know what I'm saying, telling him, asking him if she can use his charger because her phone died. She needed to call the police because she said somebody was trying to unalive her. You know what I'm saying? So when her phone got charged up, she was on the phone with the police and everything, and the the daughter is not with Umar Johnson. The daughter is with the mother now. Hopefully, the daughter is joining that camp. Hopefully the daughter joins that camp. She needs to, you know what I'm saying? And the mother, hopefully the daughter and the mother come out of that blackety black African garbage. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But she lucky she ran into that Israelite. She lucky she ran into that Israelite brother, because I'm pretty sure if she would have ran into anybody else talking about, they would have looked at her and they probably wouldn't have helped her. Umar Johnson is a disgusting human being with that Pan-African garbage. But go ahead.
Okay.
Speaking of sacrifice, Umar Johnson Ben was supposed to sacrifice someone because he's 51. He was supposed to have a sacrifice at 50. That's Jubilee. So he's way past due. That's probably why he got all these scandals going on right now. He's way past due.
Yeah. He got to come with a sacrifice. Yeah, come with a sacrifice. Yeah, he's 51. Yeah, 51.
He's 51. He was supposed to come up with one at 50. Go ahead.
Okay, that will said, thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Brother Page and all of it, and point speaking and news story for us. Amen. That we are warned in 2020 for some out things to look out for. Yeah, by 2030, it'll be another research. Remember in 2020. But yeah, we close to that another research. You know, if you want to hello everyone, and blessed and saint. Yeah. So that's another decade, right? Pastor? Every decade, always have research going on, right?
Yeah, every 19. The reason why they do it every 19 years, because the sun, because they worship the sun, and the sun and the moon rotates or stays in one place. You know, and they that's how they work. They work around the sun because they believe the sun is Nimrod, but the sun is an angel of the Most High doing its proper job. The sun is not Nimrod, but that's what these damn satanic people think. Sun ain't Nimrod. But go ahead.
And that's it for now. And that's all we're calling for now. And 22 for watching and 17 likes. And I see y'all tomorrow. I bless y'all.
Okay, what's your final thought, brother? What's your final thought, brother Jeff?
Great job when I was paid to read the article with details and describing it, and good job to Jackson, and I bless everyone.
All right. And people, there's 17 likes. Please get them likes up, people. You know what I'm saying? Let this truth go out to other people's platforms so they can see it. hit that like button, people. If you haven't hit that like button yet, I don't know, you double tap the screen, tap that like button, hit that like button, smash that like button, do something with that like button. All right, we got the brother Ronaldo Page. Final thought.
Yes, Brother Pastor Michael Smith and family. I bless everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Pastor, great Bible study class, as usual. Family, I didn't mean to take as much time as I did.
Brother Ronaldo Page. It is good that, see, this is how we have to do it. We got to take our time. We can't rush through anything. So we you know what I'm saying, you got to take your time and do it. You know, take your time and do it. That way it is done perfectly. You know what I'm saying? When you rush through something, you're going to forget something, and you know what I'm saying, it's not going to get done right. So you're doing good.
I'm on, Pastor. I'm on. I do want to correct myself on one thing. I did mention family last week. There was that particular wording where the person that Trump was in the room with, and the person says unbarking dog. I made a miscalculation on that. It wasn't talking about anything intimate. It was a conversation that Jeffrey Epstein and Giselle Gass, that woman that was involved with him, they were making a comment. The no barking dog was the comment that Trump wasn't falling into line with them. He wasn't. They weren't able to leverage him to be able to blackmail him, and that was what they meant by no barking dog. So I wanted to correct myself on that, family. And I just wanted to leave everyone with this, Matthew 26:38, where Yeshua asked his disciples to watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. You know, the location of that was the Garden of Gethsemane. You know, in that verse, you know, he said to them also in Matthew 26:38, he said, then saith he unto them, my soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry you here, and watch with me. You know, his request was, you know, asking his disciples to stay awake and, you know, pray with them and be with them, you know, because, you know, he was sorrowful, you know, on the things that were coming and the things that were coming upon the world. You know, and then when he comes back, of course, he finds them asleep. And when he returns, he asks them, you know, why they couldn't watch with him just for an hour. So, family, you know, put on the full armor of God. Be aware that the principalities are at work all around us, especially our saints. You're at war, family. We're at war. We're in a spiritual war, physical war, mental war, financial war, the whole 9 yards. So let's stay on our P's and Q's. All praises to the Most High. High blessings. Thank you for the opportunity to address you, family. High blessings. Shabbat Shalom.
Amen. That's Brother Ronaldo Page with Prophecy in the News. And we got Brother Jeff.
Brother Ronaldo. Brother Jeff, please.
Yes, I'm trying to understand something. You know, Cain, right? And he slayed Abel. He slayed Abel, right?
Yes.
I was that Satan's son?
Was Cain Satan's son?
Yeah.
You can't say that he was Satan's son biologically, but he was Satan's son spiritually because of the fact that he had to unalive his brother. We see that happening right now with our brothers, right there in Philadelphia where you're at.
Right.
Even Israelites.
I thought, you know, she bit that apple and meaning that, she, got too familiar with Satan, and that was the outcome, and Adam, I guess, realized it, and I guess
Brother Jeff,
Brother
Jeff,
but I don't know.
it was the work of the Most High, the same way it was the work of the Most High when he made Esau. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God said, he said, the precept is, I will have mercy. He said, I would have mercy on who I would have mercy on. And I think, hate who I would hate. I'm roughly paraphrasing that. You know what I'm saying? That's when, is there unrighteousness with, he said, is there unrighteousness with, because the scripture said, is not Esau Jacob's brother? But I say, I have loved Esau. I had loved Jacob and hated Esau. And then it says, is there any unrighteousness with God? God says, no. For he will love who he wants to love and hate who he wants to hate. So the same way he made a vessel to honor and a vessel to dishonor. Esau was the vessel to dishonor. The same way Cain is a form of Esau, because if you read further, it says he will be a fugitive and a vagabond, who in the earth have not suffered the judgment for their crimes yet. Esau.
Come on. Now, I believe that Trump is really a pawn. Like, you got the families, Bernardo, you got these families that dictate, the ones that worship under the Baphomet and sacrifice the kids and drink the blood, and the ones who really, hold the chess pieces. And I think that Trump is just a pawn in the game.
Trump studied at the Jesuit University, Fordham. I think it's Fordham, which is a Jesuit university. He's part of the fraternity too. They all part of the same game, the same fraternity.
But I'm saying, I don't think he's, in that area of those families that really, run what's going on, the ones that, issue out the advice or the manipulation and influence.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not in that family, because the book of Obadiah says, I have made thee small amongst the heathens. Those Ashkenazis is the people that the Lord had made small amongst the heathens. But he is a German, and Germans is part of that Esau lineage.
Right, and to clarify even further, Brother Jeff, I think you asked, is he independent? He's not an independent actor, no. He is, like you said, he is a puppet. He is a puppet in playing his part, along with all of them. There are higher powers in him.
Yeah,
he is a puppet, and he was playing his part. Even he brought the woman that he brought into the Oval Office, the Ashkenazi woman whose husband that just passed, that had the $60 billion, and said, I think her name is Anna Clarison or something like that, and brought her into the Oval Office just a couple of days ago, and was explaining that, they used to come to his office and, want to come inside and talk with him, and he was telling her husband that it didn't work like that, but of course you got to remember, because they're the ones who financed, his run for office, and they are connected to Netanyahu in Israel. As a matter of fact, they are Jewish. They are Ashkenazi. And those are the people that tell him what to do and when to do it. That was one of the reasons why he hired Rubio. You know, him and Rubio ran for president against him in the last election. He was one of the people that ran against him. But they made him to make Rubio the Secretary of Defense. A lot of people that are in his cabinet are not appointed by Trump. These were appointed by people who have power in the Ashkenazi. You know, so, you know, they don't, the United States doesn't control Israel. Israel controls the United States. And he is definitely a puppet. Absolutely.
Right now,
Absolutely.
now, what's really interesting to know is, and it's really interesting to know, because prophecy is the means and the purges destroying America, but we're going to take the means first. And what I see, you know, and understanding the means, America has kept the wool over our eyes pertaining to Christ Shire, his identity, all that. Whereas the means presently expose the fact that they're lying, because the truth they revealed in Russia.
Yeah, they open up them votes.
That our Messiah
He
is Israelite.
and he said he's gonna open it again.
Now, I'm like, okay, because I heard you say that the Most High is governing the situation. And then I'm looking at, okay, for numerous years, I mean, the 1800s all the way up until present, you know what I'm saying? Just, I estimate about 5 years ago, maybe 6, the war was still over our eyes pertaining to, you know what I mean? No, it might have been a little longer than, less than that. But, you know, because every Saturday I used to see the brothers out there, and they used to hand these pamphlets out.
Yeah, in the 60s,
You know,
1969.
us to believe that
1969, it was called the Israeli it was called something Israeli. In 1969, it was called. First, it was the Israeli something. Then they changed it to the Commandment Keepers. That was back in 1969.
So yeah, and you know what I mean? I was like, okay, I always had an open ear, and I always grabbed the pamphlet and held the pamphlet for some reason till I got home, opened it up, read it a little bit, but each time, you know what I mean, on a Saturday, I grabbed a pamphlet, like, and it was like an unconditional grab. It wasn't like my intentions was to just go there every day and every Saturday and be with them and grab. It was just like I was walking by and they had nothing else to do but navigated myself over there unconditionally, and it happened. But my point, what I'm trying to say is, the means actually have photographs of Christ, Yeshua, and they got all kinds of doctrines and pictures pertaining to, you know, Hebrew Israelites. And it just recently emerged. But for all these reasons, all these years, up until now, and I see America slowly stepping on that side. They in, you know, their area where they fighting at right now, and they getting closer to Russia in the sense to say that Russia has proof. If we can only destroy the proof, we'll just maybe they will overcome. But see, the Most High made sure they had the proof. The Most High managed to make it possible for us to read Scripture and the prophecy that Russia is going to be the one that set it off and destroy America. That's deep.
Yes, but not alone. So you know, you hit on a lot of different barriers, and in cross-referencing, if we cross-reference in the Word, you know, it goes back to Deuteronomy, it comes back across to Revelation, because you know, in Deuteronomy 28, he tells us that, you know, he would put iron upon our necks, you know, and he would put us in the hulls of ships, and he would send us all around the world. We would forget who we were, and we would also forget who he is. So remember that curse has just been released upon us for 430 years. We just came into that in 220, you know. So with all that, you know, coming about and then going back, you know, and then switching back over to Revelation, that's why we were asleep. But he said he would awaken us, and that's why we're being awakened, as Pastor said in his commentary earlier in the Bible study class, that, you know, while all these camps, and like you mentioned a moment ago, all the different camps that are all over the place, you can't go nowhere on social media and you not hear about Hebrew Israelites and who our really original identity is, and it's all just coming out in like a fountain just bursting open, you know, now within the last, you know, year, 2 years ago. But all of this has been, you know, quietly coming out, and it came out in symbols through them, in symbonology. Because if you look at the justice symbol that they have, the woman with her eyes, with the cloth across her eyes, and she holding up the two justices, which means justice is blind, which means they're blind to a lot of the things. They're blind to this Holy Bible. That's why they can't interpret it or read it, because you need the Ruach HaKodesh. Because the carnal mind cannot interpret the things of the Spirit, but the Spirit can interpret the things of the carnal mind. So just like Yeshaya and Hayabah and Yeshaya told us that in the end times, he would wake up his people, and all his people would know his name. You know, this is happening. And Russia, like you did say, Brother Jeff, is one of the symbolic metaphors that he is using to unfold to the world. And you do have some truth when you say, and that's one of the reasons why they want a battle against Russia. That's one of the reasons, but there's more to it than that. But it is a fundamental reason why they don't want a lot of the truth that they have to come up. But you know, the truth has already been revealed. Russia opened up some of the lockers. Even the Vatican has been opening up some of the lockers and showing some of the things they stole from our heritage and from all the 2,000 years that we've been in captivity on up to the day. You know, you even have people, people who are Gentiles who are speaking truth. And the Ruach HaKodesh is making them say who we are. And that the people, the melanated people, are the Hebrew Israelites. You have people all around the world of different persuasions right now. You know, you see it all on social media, all kind of different posts. I bet you everybody in the chat and everybody on every platform can point to or pull up some type of post where somebody who is not a Hebrew Israelite, but has the Ruach HaKodesh has opened their eyes and let them know who we are.
That's
he
right.
said in the end times, and in these last times, that he would wake us up, but not only will he wake us up, he's going to wake up the whole world. He's shaking up the whole world, you know, to know who we are. And yes, the powers that be and the satanic principalities, they are going to fight to suppress it, just like they fight even Hebrew Israelites who are not receiving the truth, are not wanting to hear the truth, are not believing when we tell them who they are and who we are and who Christ is. And that he's from the house of David, and we are too, and that we are a bloodline, and that the Bible is not a religious book, it is a law book and a history book, and it's a history of a great people set apart, and that people is the Hebrew Israelites, us. the ISBC, and that anybody that's looking for salvation, because they don't have a gate, and we are the only 12 tribes, the only ones that have a gate, and the only way they can even have a chance is by clinging to Israel.
That's
If you're
right.
Israelite,
That's
he said, I will
right.
bless those who bless you. So, to wrap it all up and sum it all up, yes, you're right on point. But there's a whole lot of different ramifications and echelons of what we're speaking of.
Yeah, but brother, I want you. I just was feeling that. That's why. I was thinking you, like, if I put this together and really see what it is, maybe I get the big picture. And yeah, I got the big picture. But I need for you to interpret one thing, because, you know what I mean, I wholeheartedly believe everything that's being talked about here in ISBC pertaining to Scripture. I believe it. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I believe it's authentic. I believe it's real. And that's why you get a chance to hear me tear. If you ever hear me, anytime I'm tearing, don't take it as I'm soft. Because trust me, ain't nothing soft. That's the Ruach HaKodesh at work, bro. Yeah. That's the Ruach HaKodesh in you at work. That's the Holy Spirit at you work. Just feel this and know for a fact ain't nothing soft about me. I go hard all day, every day. Like, but I soften up, and is uncontrollable when is, in the spirit, when I'm understanding, that the spirit is what I pray for to get to understand. Then of the spirit, I've been living the physical, like I said, and on some serious, on some strong talk. I do, live the physical, but my passion is to understand that spiritual me so that I can be able to relate to and get that understanding the same way Pastor got that understanding, as far as reading scripture and being able to break the scriptures down. You got to have a gift in spirit to be able to relate to that. And that's what if it's a prayer that I have, and if it's a cry out that you hear, it's for that reason and for that reason only. So everybody, take care and enjoy the Sabbath, and may a higher blessings through Christ Yeshua's name. If it's His will, through Christ Yeshua's name, we're blessed.
Oh, pray.
Come on, brother. Come on. Anytime you're in that Ruach HaKodesh, Brother Jeffrey, please believe and know that we're in the Ruach HaKodesh with you, because that's how the Ruach HaKodesh operates, It's the comforter, It's the comforter, It's the sender, it's the comforter, the comforter of us. And Christ left that with us, And that bears witness to what we're speaking and what we're saying. And when you're in that mode, believe me, brother, we're in that mode with you, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like this. I feel like it's a chosen. You feel chosen, and that's how I see you. That's how I see Pastor. That's how I see all the sisters that's in this group, and the ones that are migrating to the group from the comic board and all over. You know what I'm saying? And that. And being chosen, it feels so special. So you learn to appreciate it and stay in it, is what I say. I suggest that you stay in it. I'm here. for life.
Well, as he told us, Brother Jeff, you know, he said we are a peculiar people and we are a chosen people. And, you know, to clarify things, he said we are a holy people. Of course, we know from pastors and teachers, holy means separate. You know, we are separated. We are a separate people and we are holy. And he said, for I am holy, be ye holy. So he basically just be separated. And the Ruach HaKodesh is what separates us. All praise to the Most High. So you right on point, Brother Jeff. You right on point. I'm on, my brother.
Right.
I'm on.
And another thing, this is the body. Nobody is looking at anybody in a different way. This is the body. We all are one body, one Lord, and one God. Ahaya, Bahashem, Yeshaya. All praise be to the Most High. All right, let's go ahead and pray out, and then we can go ahead and go. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our trespasses,
And forgive us our trespasses,
as we forgive those that trespass against us.
as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Lead us not into temptation,
Lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
the power, and the glory,
the power, and the glory,
forever and ever.
forever and ever. Forever and ever.
Amen. And we'll see you guys tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I how you bless you all. Good night. Baraka, Baraka.
Good night, everyone. Good night, family. Baraka. All praise to the Most High. Shabbat shalom, family. Sister, all right, Sister Choki, Sister Victoria, Sister Teresa, Sister Evelyn, Sister Sheila, Sister Jackson, a higher blessings, family.
Sister Charlotte. Sister Charlotte. Sister Charlotte. Okay, she done peeled out. All right, people. Make sure you guys tap on them like buttons if you haven't done so already. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget we have a 24-hour prayer line number. That prayer line number is 310-365-6816. 310-365-6816.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sorry, I had it muted.
All right. I'll call you.
All right, bye.
All right, and we will see you guys tomorrow morning for the daily bread. We can see you tomorrow morning for the daily bread, and we're probably gonna go over that parasite news as well tomorrow morning. So we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Your jet right here. Turn that off. That's all.